Lone, did you do it? Did you post, or is it still purgatory hell? Is it still a nightmare just for you to get your PC happening? Basically. Who knows? I was watching the Marvel Rivals stuff hit finally. It was kind of around like a little bit of a delay stuff, but I've seen the lady who has all the dashes. Seems pretty fire.
Great, Nate said. Hi there, Grin. How was your week?
Oh, I'll tell you about Raid. Fucking, I don't know what to say. Prime yourself? I don't know. Get ready. I don't know. Ooh, ladies and gentlemen, how are you? Oh no, is that thing still persistent where I can't? Yeah, it is. Uh-oh. There's a thing happening with my thing that is annoying. Whenever I do full screen mode, it starts to stutter. No idea why or what the hell is happening, but it does. Anyways, gang, how are you?
Lone Syndicate said, hello, Grin.
Why do I look so small?
How are you?
I am pretty good, man. I've had one hell of a week, basically. Also, I thought we would maybe... sorry. I thought we would maybe play this week, Remio, whatever the heck it's called. It's a Pseudo 51 game, basically, came out recently. Looks fucking fantastic. Looks like a perfectly weird game to experience with you guys. But I spent like a good bit of money on some airbrush stuff this week, and I kind of wanted in my bank account just a delayed ravaging, you know what I mean? So this is a $50 game, so I thought I'll just chill. I'll chill for 1 week, and by next week we'll do that on Thursday, and we'll do that for each to stream, and hopefully be able to wrap it up within 3 streams, because apparently it's not a very big game. But I thought it'd be a fun time to like react to a weird Pseudo 51 game with y'all and just enjoy that hell, you know? But first, before I start just shotgun blasting you with my week, hit me with yours, guys. Your week is usually far more interesting than mine. You guys have an exciting life, things happening, not just me who's just doing stuff. Just a lot of that. But I do have some stuff to show you too, man. I have been cooking. Okay. Also, what is that? I don't know. I'm gonna be pausing, looking back at the game, being like, "What's happening?" And that's gonna be the whole probably experience of this being the background. But dude, I also wouldn't mind seeing some Emma Bloodstone stuff. I might, maybe if someone could find some like hot ass gameplay of that doesn't have a person's face in the corner, I might fucking throw that up. I don't know why when there's another person's face cam on the screen, it just feels like it's weird. It feels like it's yeah. I don't know what it is. Something weird about it. It has to be raw gameplay, otherwise. But man, it is so hard for me not to get the bug that is like Marvel Rivals again right around this time when shit finally starts dropping, because like Thor apparently now is like in a great place. Not only was he fixed Blast Patch, but he kind of was, they gave him even more armor now, so he can actually like fucking brawl, and he was already pretty good at that. Sick. And then what do you call it? My one issue with Rogue, is it Rogue? I think it's Rogue. Which I love her gameplay. I just like the fact that she feels like she's waiting around a lot. Like you burn her cooldowns, and then you're basically just sitting there like, well, what the fuck do I do? I still think that's a problem. I think that they only decreased her like siphon power ability, which is good. But the one I wanted to like get faster, I wish she had something where like the more impact you hit, or the more like you charge up your shield bash and connect.
Lone Syndicate said GRINN High on Life 2 came out, and it looks just as unhinged as the first game.
Didn't it come out a while ago? If it came out recently, then shit, we might have a back-to-back week of weird shit. Well, maybe we should say weird back-to-back. Again, like I said, I'll be 100% honest, guys. I spent $300 this week. I hate it. It feels brutal. Because basically I was like, okay, I really want to take this painting, these things seriously to the point where I can hopefully develop a skill enough to where it could be valuable. Like monetarily valuable. So then I was like, all right, I'm going to start doing this. I can do this sooner rather than later, so I might as well do it. And then it's like, look, that's it's like a pretty really efficient airbrush. It's like $60, $80. You're like, that's great. And then you're like, oh, but then there's the paint thinner you need. And then you need to decide the paint that you're going to use. Then you got to decide the other things that are kind of helpful. They're like $20 essentially. And you're like, oh, and then it just stacks up over time. You're like, fuck. Well, we need to chill a little bit with the bank account. So that's why we're not playing this week, like I said. But High on Life would be good to play too. I feel like we've been in this like floaty zone for a while, and I feel like it would be not a bad idea to have like a small, tight game to play. And I feel like this is definitely it, and I feel like High on Life could be it. I feel like I just tend to like, High on Life has so much dialogue that it tends to be weird in that sense.
Lone Syndicate said, not sure I saw Gamerank before you buy a video that released today normal. Their video come out either before the game drops, on day one the game drops.
Not sure I saw on
McFlufferkin said
Gamer
State of
Ads.
Play
oh,
was
did?
today.
Huh.
There's some God of War news you may be interested in.
What was it? I missed it. Well, I'm surprised I didn't see any like thing pop up on my feed. Is there like a God of War trailer? If so, could you post it on the Discord and have me? If there is a State of Play, maybe we should pull that up instead of Rimio. I'll find it. Actually, no, don't add me in the Discord. I'll try to find it.
Catman 11,234 said, Ayo.
Ayo.
How is everyone? Hope y'all had a great
I hope you had a great week, Kat. I know you're getting better. You're under the weather. State of Play. But yeah, man, I hope your cold subsided to some extent. Is it live now?
GRed71 said heyo.
Oh. All right, let's just have this in the background instead of a weird Rimio game, which is cool, but chill. We'll have this. I actually didn't even know this was a thing. I don't know if we'll react to it, because I don't know if there's something reactable here, but hey, what is it?
McFlufferkins said, a new game and a remake trilogy. Not sure if you'd find much else of interest unless you're into RE9 or Marvel Tokon.
None of those meant anything to me, but... Oh, it's this thing again with my thing.
Spirit.
Oh, her! This is a game people liked. Little tiny, like a little 30 sprite things.
Time since we've had one.
Let's be. It's fine. Also, why, God? Why are you in 4K? Go to auto. Yeah, I don't know why. It's just, yeah, what again? It's I think one of the biggest negatives of Opera is that it's just like, it's great for a lot of things, but as soon as I go to full screen mode, it has this bug where like it just stutters and then like eventually gets better. I don't know, fucking know. It's like an update or something. I don't know. Anyway, but gang, how was your week? what did you get up to today, Cap? Besides hacking and seizing possibly, and what do you got, Fluff? What you been playing, buddy? On your streams? Also, what's good, Red? Been a hot minute, Red. How are you? What you currently playing? It is still stuttering. We can't have nice things. Well, unlucky. Hopefully it bounces up. Probably won't, but hey. Maybe we'll go back to Rimio. Although Rimio probably has the same problem. Also, guys, I hate to say it, but I feel like I'm getting sick. My mom has been sick this whole week, and I've been able to like curb it a lot. But I feel it in my head right now. I feel stuffy. I feel sweaty. I feel hot. It was also being like, it's cold in my room. I can feel it's cold, and my skin's getting clammy. Not great. Oh, this looks cool. It looks like they maybe gave it a budget this time around, because the other one looked like it was really good. Like it had a budget, it was just tighter. Like not a lot of game, but
said,
really good
mostly
game.
Warframe, alongside finishing the BG3 playthrough with my brother. Made some more abiotic factor progress with my game night.
Whenever I hear abiotic factor, I think of, I don't know why I think of that
Syndicate
factory
said,
game.
well, I got the new pre-built PC, this and Grin, she a beefy son of bitch, like way bigger than my old one.
Oh yes, again, getting that big thigh. You want to get that goddamn monster case to get the airflow going. Anyways, hell yeah, Loans. Does that mean maybe possibly this week? Cause boy, I'll be fucking hyped if you get to post and you start cooking. Hot damn. Yes, I have a lot of things to tell you guys, but I'm not sure if I should tell you here.
Catman 11,000.
Or am I at the mental place right now to tell you?
Went back to work after 2 days off, happy to get stuff done. Into a Minecraft fun phase, building my own mountain tower now, haha. Taking an AI break for my head, going skiing soon.
Holy shit, you got fucking weeks packed. First of all, hell yeah, we infected fucking cat with the Minecraft parasite / blocky game, yes. But he's already had it like 7 times over, so it's really like, it's not really a me thing. But anyways, point is, good to take a little break from the AI rabbit hole, as you should do. Building my... Oh, also, what do you call it? The skiing thing sounds fun, dude. I feel like I'm in a place where I'm kind of like, that's a hard...
Raidnade said, I haven't been doing too much, but I've been modded Terraria a good bit. I'm close to finishing my playthrough.
Like, all of it? I feel like your whole world must look crazy. Yeah, that seems like a lot for me. I can't remember last time we fully finished a game. Maybe Doom? I don't know. Have we? Maybe I'll just have a shit memory. The case. Man, again, this last 2 months has felt like a hazy blur, yeah. But I was gonna say, to Kat saying he's going skiing, I'm like getting a little sickly right now. Like I feel inflamed in my head and I feel like I have a head cold. And I like as soon as you said skiing, which I'd normally be like, well, I'd say snowboarding, but I'd say, oh, that's so cool. Just because I'm in a state that like is shitty right now. I'm like, fucking yuck. Skiing, ugh. Because I feel like I'd be sick,
Lone Syndicate said, no, unfortunately, I'm pushing the debut back till March because
Fair.
unfortunately, nothing from my old PC saved properly on my side mean I gotta set up OBS again, and the video I did record got lost.
Okay, but OBS is the only thing? I was about to say, if you lost your fucking model, I would have cried. I would, yeah, that would have been like, oh my god, you have to remake your whole VTuber thing? That'd be disgusting. Like, I feel like I feel like you'd have to be able to save the data. Yeah, I was surprised you lost the footage, Lone. And theoretically, like, if your motherboard was kaput, you just take the fucking RAMs, or not the RAMs, sorry, the hard drive, like the stick, and then the other hard drive, and it should still be on there, you know? And then you just plug into your old PC and you're good. You could even get, like, adapters that will take, like, the stick equivalent and be converted into, like, just something that you can transport onto a hard drive if you want, onto your new PC. That's surprising, though. Yeah, because I feel like that's something that you could... Yeah, I'm surprised. Yeah, maybe I'm missing something, but I feel like it's really hard to lose... like data like that, unless you had like a virus that corrupted like your entire shit, you know. But yeah, I think it's a bad idea. Again, to me, like one of the best things.
Raidnade said I haven't really been building as much. I've just been killing bosses because I'd rather save bigger builds for a multiplayer world.
Oh, I see. So wait to I feel like, it's funny because I feel like if anything, I feel. Building in your own world makes me feel like I can build to the sky's limit. But when I'm playing with other people, I'm like, I gotta take care of people. I gotta make sure I gotta build a house for them. I gotta make sure whatever resources I get double because I'm expecting them to take some, etc. All that stuff. But what I was gonna say to Lone though is like time to me is a really good equalizer. So like the idea that it sucks that you lost your first video, but I have a feeling that like for me one of the worst feelings is when you spend all day editing and then it crashes and you lose like 4 hours of work. And then you have to go re-edit the same thing. And it's like soul-sucking. But if you have time between then and there, where like you're like, okay, a week's passed, you're about to upload the video, and then you find out that it was corrupted. You're like, oh shit, let me go redo it. Or let me go like try to fix it. You can't fix it. There's kind of a freeing feeling of like, all right, there's enough time where like the pain is not so painful, and the fact that I could actually do the video better now. So like it's weird how time works that way. But I feel like the next video you make will be even better. Especially now that you already have like kind of an outline in your head of what it is. You just kind of have to crush the idea of like the first attempt was better, which it usually never is.
Nah. My model was one of the few things that did save. Plus, I've leaning from past experiences. I upload my model to Google Drive, so even if I lost the whole PC, I always have it in the cloud.
Yes. That's cool. That's a pretty good learned experience. Yeah, man, I can't imagine. Like, well, yeah, OBS settings are pretty easy to set up. I guess, well, I don't know. Maybe they're different with the whole VTuber rig stuff like that. So I'm speaking out of turn here. I am speaking in a deficit for sure. But I would imagine OBS could take maybe like 2 days to set up, but maybe that's just because I've used it for a while. But maybe if you're brand new, you'd have to go watch the tutorial videos all over again. It'd still be faster than your first time setting it up, but still. Also, what the hell is this? Dude, every game looks... I don't know how to say it. I shouldn't say it. Let's not be toxic this time around. But if I was going to be toxic, I would say that so many games just look uninspired. I always think about fucking Soulbound. Is it Soulbound? Or Scalebound. Scalebound. That game looked like it was awesome, had heart, had really unique style. This game, it just looks like a fucking... What's that game that people are playing right now? That extraction shooter that's super popular? And it sucks. It might be a great game. Also fucking 2 FPS. But it would be a great game, but like it just looks... like everything. I think this is what happened to that one game that we got everyone shit on, and I think kind of unjustly. Yeah, I think it's the same thing for that, where like it has a look to it that feels soulless, basically, and I don't know. And it's funny because like Pal World, like again, just give me a shell shaded art style, and yes, you know, instead it just feels like these companies are burning like so much revenue for games that nobody wants, but maybe we'll make a lot of money, you know. What is the company that's not doing? Also, I don't know. Yeah, this is a toxic world. Let's get off the train. Okay.
Lone Syndicate said, in terms of the video, I still have my script, so all I gotta do is record the gameplay and voiceover. If anything, now that I've done it once, should take me as long the second go.
It shouldn't take you as long as the second time, or yeah, absolutely not. Yeah, I will say though, like when I was just starting out, a trap that always got me, Lone, was I always thought, well, shit, it won't be as good as the first time I said it, and it does kind of feel somewhat true because like the first time you're saying it, the first time you're going through your script, your outline, or your like your story in your head. It feels like you're building something, like you're walking over here and you're walking over here, and then when you do your second attempt, you sometimes like, am I lower energy? What do you call it? Am I like not making as many connections? Also, am I missing stuff? Because like the first time I managed to hit this, and this, and the second time, oh shit, I forgot that one thing. But ultimately, you need to realize that like, ultimately people have like not as much time as you probably think. So like, the fact that you left some stuff out, probably for the best. In fact, probably leave a lot of stuff out. Cut way more than you think you might need to cut out. Because, again, people have limited time and all that stuff, especially nowadays. But I guess it depends on like what kind of value you're providing and stuff like that. But yes, as far as ya boy, I was super close to having a really shitty week. It's funny because I wanted to kind of talk to you guys about it because I think it's like a really interesting, weird unlock that you can kind of have for your brain. So, what do you call it? One of the things that to me was really interesting, again, I told you guys about this, but I kind of like signed up in my head mentally and did it for like what essentially was a season of misery, essentially, which was like, hey, I'm going to really try to change everything about myself that I don't feel is sufficient. I'm going to like work 10 times harder than I thought possible. Then I'm going to increase that by like another 20 and just see if I break. Basically, just this extreme change. And live life like basically you would like not live for you would not choose to live life this way for like ever. In fact, it'd be kind of miserable if you did it forever. But if you commit, you end up understanding like, okay, I don't actually need as much as I thought I did. I actually have way more like drive than I thought I could. I also don't need as much of this like indulgence as I thought I did. All these things. But one of the things you also get like vehemently familiar with is this thing that I heard one of the people who suggested this kind of radical change when I started doing it, which basically they talked about how you'll hear a saying that feels super true, especially if you're able to make it out the other side, which is, this is what hard feels like, which, pause, I know, this is what really, really difficult, hellish stuff feels like. And to me, I had it happen this week, where I've been like, basically, I thought something that was going to take like maybe like a half an hour to learn how to do this thing in Blender, which seems super straightforward. But then when I come to do it, it took 8 hours of troubleshooting. And I didn't, guys, I can't promise you, I didn't deviate for a second. I just stayed locked in for 8 hours at my computer, just continuing to go back and forth and troubleshooting and being like completely coming up to a dead end, having to revert 10 steps back and just continuing to live in that like pain cycle. And the one thought I had at the end of it, I thought, this isn't what hard feels like, basically. And to me, it was like a thing of like, the first like 3 weeks of like completely cutting out like video games to like an hour a day, if not less, from like, you know, not reading manhwa much anymore, like completely just getting that down to like 10% of your day of like just indulgence and fun things. That was fucking hard. Doing the learning about like advertising, learning about like all these things, having to put yourself out there constantly, having to do so many new things that you have like you never could have seen yourself doing beforehand, but just doing them, holy shit. It's crazy because it gives you this like this gauge of like, oh, I just did something that was kind of difficult, but dude, it was nothing compared to that. And you know what? I would do that other thing that was really difficult again. Because it was, you could do it, basically. Like, you know that now you can basically achieve that level of, like, I shattered my self perception of who I was, basically. What's good, dog? Sorry for interjecting this. But anyways, so I thought that was kind of a neat little takeaway, that if you can, like, survive, like, a genuine, like, month or 3 months of just, like, brutality, then for the rest of your life, you have that understanding of, like, oh, that's what difficult was. This shit that's like honestly really like uncomfortable, like having to sit there and like troubleshoot and like you're constantly taking mental damage and nothing's working and you're there for like 2 hours, 3 hours, you're going back and forth, you find out that the thing you did doesn't work at all, you keep trying to find an answer and the answer's so fucking broad it doesn't tell you at all, then you have to go back and forth, another 4 hours pass, and then guess what? I didn't mention this, I still didn't solve the problem. So then I got it the next day and guess how long it took? 6 hours again. So you get back to the same problem and you just keep bashing your head against the fucking wall or the problem until either you break or it breaks. And you basically, it's just whenever you give up is when you break. Anyways, needless to say, I was able to overcome the problem. And I wanted to tell you guys some parts about it, although I don't know how interesting it can kind of be. So I'll try to make it, we'll see. But yeah. I'll tell you guys what I'm working on.
Syndicate said, ooh, RE9 gameplay.
Oh, I didn't even see. Is that with Leon and whatnot? Shit. Oh, yeah, Leon. Again, I wish they gave him, like, a fucking big boy beard and not this, like, peach fuzz fucking weird shit. You know what I mean? Also, give him some scars on his face. He survived like 17 apocalypse, please. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, we'll call it Lone. I can't wait for you to play that and hopefully love it, because Lone loves himself some game. What's it called? Thing. Shit. I can't think of it. Anyways. Okay. I don't know if I want to talk about the thing that I did yet. Shit. Sorry, guys. What's happening?
Catman 11,234 said I've had only one work problem like that. And that was something you can Google called CrowdStrike Global Crash XD. Maybe a close one was locking a VP's laptop hard drive on accident.
Jeez, that's tough. That's hellish. I was gonna say, the problem, like, this is gonna be nothing to no one, but let me just ramble at you. So I was in Blender and I did the whole process of basically generating my very first image to a 3D model, which worked pretty well. But the issue is when you go to rig, basically like everything you ever see is like made up of like triangles and vertices, essentially. It's like all these little tiny connecting nodes. That's what makes up like a 3D model, essentially. So when I went to go basically like rig it, so I put like the skeleton rig in it to pose it, essentially. What I didn't know is that basically there are all these things called manifold edges that are exposed. And whenever you rig something, there's like an automatic rigging system that will basically try to find and like fill up whatever vessel you have. But if there's an opening, basically it will like just pour out. It won't do it. So I spent like so many hours trying to figure out what that is, and no one really was like doing a good job of explaining that. Anyways, finally, after like thousands of times, I found out that like, oh, there's gaps within my thing. And dude, this is the craziest thing. I ended up like being like, okay, I know the problem now. Like my model I made has like exposed things within the hair that like are open. So when this thing's trying to like put a skeleton in it, it's like my bones are seeping out. So then I was like, oh shit, perfect. But then there's like this thing within Blender that like automatically fills manifold edges essentially, but it wouldn't do it basically. It was like, sorry, we did the best we can with this automatic filtering. We can't do it anymore. Oopsie. And then I was like, am I fucked? But then I had this one thought, and because I downloaded stuff with Bamboo Labs, like the 3D printing slicing software I have. Luckily, when I downloaded something, that was kind of like from a random guy. What do you call it? It basically said like, oh, we've detected non-filled manifold edges. Would you like us to automatically fill them? And I said yes. So then I was like, wait a minute, could I take my fucked up, gapped out model, grab it, put it into my slicer, have it fill the things with their proprietary software, export the file back, then put it in Blender, and it was entirely filled out. So like subsequently, I did encounter like a bullshit problem, but now I have like kind of, what do you want to call it? Like some sort of like secret, some sort of like secret for fixing this fucking big problem, by just using another Like it's funny because like if you didn't do 3D printing, I don't think you would know that to do that. Instead, you would have to fill 76, which is a slow process of each connecting vertice. Anyways, that probably didn't mean a lot to any of you, but it was one of those things. It was one of those things where you're like, oh my god. And it's another issue that I have is I try to jump the gun way too much. Like it's a smart idea to like, oh, I'm going to learn editing, I'm going to learn Blender, I'm going to learn AI software, whatever it is. And then you start with like baby level, and then you like go up from there, and then you go up from there, and then you go up from there, and then like, hey, it's been like a month, and now you're at that point. I will fast track myself to just
said bullshit problems often require bullshit solutions greater than.
Exactly, than. Exactly. But like to me, I will just like brute force stuff a lot of times, where I'll just keep bashing my head against the wall. And again, it was one of those things where like it is very, very high level information. I think somewhat, not high level information, but like the idea that the skeleton thing is built on vertices, and the fact that you need to fill them, and the fact that if you ever if you ever get to the point where you can't fill them, then there's like this cheat way of like basically just using this other software that's like kind of made to do that, and just doing it that way. But anyways, yeah. What did Nog say? Nog says, saw the Offspring concert last night. Oh shit. Okay, going to a that's one of the experiences I would like. I have like very little experiences from real life shit. Like I have never been to a concert. I've never been to a lot of things, you know what I mean? So I want to check off some
Catman
of those, but not yet.
11,234 said, I call those secret knowledge, small tech tips you only collect that are specific to your or your company's setup. I feel like an old man with my dusty tome of small bits like, dude, knob only 4, no 5 inches.
Dude, I was gonna say, so it's so funny because like to me...
Lone Syndicate said, side note, GRINN. I got the lady in Woowa. I forgot her name, but the mech lady.
Yeah, dude, she looks so sick. It sucks because she's this thing's like Archon, which is a bummer. I've just thrown pebbles and just haven't gotten shit. Raid asked me this week. Shout out to Raid for reaching out, asking if I was eating shit and dying, and I of course was. And yeah, I still haven't got her. But I'm happy y'all got her. Hopefully she comes home so we can start building her out. I have some of the people she needs, so it's kind of an okay character. I don't have like her best team. I have something. Anyways, but I was gonna say, the one thing that was like kind of cool about, like, again, if you do just start like, so I'm not sure if I told you guys this like in its totality. I kind of want to somewhat be careful, but I'm at the point where I'm just like, fuck it a little bit. I really kind of want to go more in to this path. Basically, I was doing this other path. I wasn't really telling you guys about it. It's a decent path, but this other path to me feels like way more tangible, I guess. Yeah, I'll probably go more into it if I feel courageous enough to explore that with y'all. It's not a you thing. It's like a me thing, knowing how to articulate it well, I guess. But also knowing that, like, I need to see if I could do it first before I start committing to like this. I need to see how hard this process is. Anyways, that's one of the things that I came to is, like, hypothetically, say you're pursuing a potential type of business path or a potential type of, like, could this skill set be useful or valuable in the future? So then you're like, oh, how hard is it to do? So then you start like, okay, well, I have an idea of the steps it would take to do this. Let me start making my way through those. So then you get through step one, and again, it's this is like the thing of life, which is like, what is this also? This looks great. But it's like this, it looks like prototype. But it's like this thing where you're like, oh, I have an idea of how something works. You go to do it, and guess what, guys? Guess what? It's like 10 times harder than what you thought. But this is the cool part, is that, what do you call it? It's not out of reach. You know what I mean? Where like, it's 10 times harder than I thought. I'm not gonna fuck this thing up. You know what I mean? You're like, it's brutal, but I can win. You know? So like, that's really cool. Is like half of anything, half of like a pursuit of any kind, any sort of ambition is just predicated on naivety of like I don't know what the right word is, but like ignorance. Basically ignorant enough to think that you have a chance to even like throw your hat in the ring and say, I'm willing to play the game. And then when you say I'm willing to play the game, you're like, this shit's hard as hell, but guess what? I'll win. You know, maybe not today, but eventually. Also, that's terrifying. I fucking hate that. Is this Hideo game? Feels like very much a Hideo game. Anyways, yeah. So that's the first. I think I can do the thing that I'm hoping to be able to do. I'm trying to be like psych myself up to like to be able to feel like find a way to say it in a way that's understandable and all that.
Said, control resonance.
Right. The game, the telekinesis lady, red hair. This is the sequel of that. Well, shit. Control's actually one of those games that I thought, that's a game that you could come back and play, and it would be cool. Also, what is this? Weird. Also, I watched a video the other day that talked about how Darksiders is like has a whole
Lone
comeback
Syndicate
story.
said the RTX 3080 is a beast. I felt the difference as soon as I turned on the PC, and when I actually played a game, ooh boy. Although Woowa was having trouble running.
Weird. I wonder if it's because you have maybe more RAM with one of your cards. I actually don't remember what your previous card was. So what's the deal, Lone? You gave your PC back, and I assume they gave you a better one, as a trade, but. Did they I'm just wondering because I'm assuming you bought you gave your PC, then you paid a little bit more to get like a better version of your PC, right? I would assume. So you made a trade, you got a little bit of an upgrade, but then you also had to pay the difference. So I'm wondering what like your PC's evaluation was in addition to the amount of money you paid for like the little bump, you know? Might need to patch some shit in Woowa, yeah. Man, Nong's like whole story about him buying like a super nice graphics card and then just being like not able to play many games, at least at the time, is just like a horror story.
said, I really want to try to start getting out of bed earlier. I want to have more daylight in my day.
Well, yeah, but what do we call it? I also feel like something I'm kind of going back and forth with, and I'm not sure.
Lone Syndicate said, I'm sorry, Grin. What was your question?
My question was, I assume you sold, you traded your PC, right? So I just want to know, what your initial PC was, what it cost, and then like what you paid extra. Basically, like I want to know like how much more did you pay for what you got out of it. If that makes sense. So I assume they were like, hey, we'll trade in your old PC and you can buy this pre-built PC. So I'm wondering how much basically you had to pay for that new PC in addition to like what you were trading in. So like what was the evaluation of your old PC in conjunction with how much more you had to pay for the new one? That I think would be better. Unless you just like kept your old PC and then you just bought a brand new one as well that was like pre-built. I thought you were doing a trade-in situation. That's why I asked. So I'm just wondering like how much money did you spend to get the upgrade that you did? Basically, that's like a streamlined question. That's a version that I want to know. I guess. Oh, so did I loop this just to be sure? I did not. Why is it hollow like that? Oh, I did. Why did they change it to like this little hollow thing as a tab? I like the check mark. Dude, the amount of time YouTube just decides, fuck it, we'll change stuff for no reason. Like nobody had an issue with the thing being the way it was, and there's like we just decided, fuck you, absolutely just die. Oh, that's the other thing that's killed me. Like I'm checking out Blender things, and the amount of times this has happened so often where I'm watching a video that's like 8 months old, and it's just, like the guy's visual like program looks entirely different, and you're like, what the fuck what's going on? Why do you guys change the interface so much? It's irritating beyond compare. But yes, I would like to show you guys something before we embark into React Land, which I don't know how long this will go. Maybe we could play some Hytale. Once again, just in case everyone's missed it in the beginning of the stream.
Lone Syndicate said the total cost for my old PC was around the $900 mark. The pre-built cost originally $650 trading in the old PC brought it down to $340.
Oh, okay, that's not terrible at all. Okay. That sounds pretty good. So you basically just spent $340. Okay, yeah, that's actually really good for an upgrade PC.
Gnawing Fetus said interface changes for improved workflow never results in improved workflow.
Amen. Amen. Just real quick, we're out of time. Hit me, Cat. Go ahead.
Catman11234 said, I hate looking at a tutorial on a fix, and the dude says something like, okay guys, it's been 2 hours. Also, by the way, if you're watching in 2018 or older, this method was patched out. God damn it.
Yeah, dude. The one thing that kills me is when somebody says, okay, we're just going to do this simple command, Shift-Alt-Tab, Shift-LD, Shift-B, click this thing, click that thing. And you're like, what? What the fuck? And they have like this little tiny little thing that shows their keys, and they've hit like 17 of them. And the thing that I hate is like I'm a person who, if I'm going to spend a long time in a program, I'll like set up my own keybinds for whatever I use the most, just so like you don't even have to move your fingers. It just blah 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 blah, and it's just like super way more fast. I don't think that exists for Blender. I think Blender is just like there's 1,000 commands, and none of them are very intuitive, and yeah. Also, whoever decided shift and then like another button was a great idea is a psycho. Like if shift is all the way down, especially your mind mangled hand, it's impossible. Yeah. Anyways, old man yells into the abyss. Aside, thing I wanted to let you guys know is we are probably doing for Thursday, Friday, Saturday next week. We're going to be playing through the entirety of Rimio Is Not Dead, which is a Suda51 game that's a whole ass trip. So I want to play that through with you guys because I love Suda51, and this looks like a fun game. Like, so Trev Strikes Again looks like kind of like a not fun game that has a fun story. This game looks like a fun game with also a fun story, and not too long. So we should be able to beat it in hopefully three streams. So that's what we're doing next week. Why are we not doing it this week?
Lone Syndicate said, but enough PC talk. Let's talk gaming news. Starting out with Nikkei.
Hit me.
They are doing a collab with Lycoris Recoil, and I couldn't be more hype. I enjoyed the anime.
Course Recoil, okay. Course Recoil. I don't know what the anime is off the top of my head. I'm surprised yeah, if you describe it to me, I may be able to piece it together. But they're doing a collab. Awesome, man. I feel like there was another gaming thing. Oh yeah, I'm trying not to get the Marvel Rivals itch because I'll be honest. I was like, hey, Rogue looks so fun. I keep watching these Rogue gameplay. I'll jump in for like 20 minutes just to see. And I played for like 2 seconds and I realized how washed I was. I wasn't even good beforehand, but I was okay. I was okay at Thor. And now I feel like with the Thor trades, I actually would probably be pretty good. But what do you call it? With the I tried to play Rogue, who's the character like to me is the most interesting, but she has like her cooldowns are quite long, which I don't like. But apparently I got reduced this patch. Anyways, I'm trying not to get sucked back into it.
Fetus said it. It's about as good as Photoshop. Way back in the mid-2000s, the shortcut pages were longer than the features page. Skeptical smiley face.
Well, dude, that's the thing that to me is kind of nice. So, like, the Blender has some of these things.
Catman 11234 said, "Good anime about cute girls with non-lethal guns. Finding the story is pretty cool."
Oh, so you watched it? Oh, wow. Okay, no, damn, it's very rare. Cat to me comes out of the shadows and says, yes. You know? But yeah, to Nog's point, the only thing that's cool about Blender is it has a few of these things where you just hit a button and then it opens up like a wheel. So then you can just like hold button and then like tab and swing over, which is like the best form of shortcuts ever. Like instead of having to reach over to the tooltip and like the corner bar, hit go, or like just map it to like, because you usually have like 17 tools. So it's kind of asked to have like 17 buttons perfectly aligned with that. No, but if you just have like a wheel that you open up and just wherever you move your direction, it just snaps it to whatever that one is. That's peak. That's peak, like a hotkey essentially. Because you're always using your mouse anyway. Anyways. All right. What is this? Oh, it's a silver tear, based on a novel. The bird drunk tears. That drank tears. Oh, is this the Wukong game thing, maybe? Man, again, I have seen none of this that like that resonates. You know, I don't know. I feel like all these games are like their visual and style has no heart to me. Like it looks like Avatar, basically. Not the Avatar with Aang, the Avatar with blue people. It looks like that, which I know some people are into, but for me, I feel like it just feels soulless. You know, maybe it's Dune. I don't know. It looks Dune-y. But I may be a hater ass bitch. I feel like I'm in my like my indie game darling arc for video games right now. Or like I'm enjoying Hytale, and I feel like the one game is what the fuck? Okay. Well, this has kind of gotten more interesting. Now it has a little more style. You're showing me fucking weird lizard alien creatures, and now you're like, what if you're a giant character? That's just fucking up shit like Dynasty World. Okay, I'm kind of getting more in as I see it out. That's crazy. This has got to be a Dynasty Warrior thing. I don't know what to even like feel, but I do like that they chose. What if? Also, man, this is like, yeah, we're getting in. Ever since Wukong game, I feel like furries have gotten more confident. You know, they've started to be like, we can do what? We can make a whole game based on a character that's anthropomorphized.
Lone Syndicate said, remember that anime I told you about? It's about the secret agent schoolgirls. I recommended you to watch it. Still waiting on you to watch it.
I would, Lone, again, these guys got to get in the habit of just being on top of me, being like, hey, this, because I'll fucking chuck
speaking of rivals, I've been picking up Daredevil, and he's a menace.
Dude, yeah, Daredevil looks mean. I see. He also seems very like random bullshit go, kind of nonsense. But he does seem like he is by far like the most. I don't know how to should face. He does feel like at least to me, and I have a very skewed perception of it, but he seems pretty well balanced. Like that should be the equilibrium for DPSs in some sense. Apparently, the new character that's got like the coach gun and shit is a fucking beast. She's like a Psylocke on drugs, essentially. It seems like what she looks like. But that's fine. I feel like I still resonate with Rogue, and I want to play Gambit. I was actually waiting for them to nerf him so that I could like play him. Although I keep talking shit. I keep saying like, I want to play him. No, you're not, you idiot. You haven't fucking time anyway. Anyways, before I show you guys...
Gnawing Fetus said, speaking of constant reminders, Shaman King, have you read it yet?
No, I have had no time to do nothing. No, I've told you guys this beforehand. Like the season of agony. I'll tell you guys my day. I wake up at 6 a.m. I proceed to basically the night before I've laid out all the tasks I have. Essentially, they usually fall into 3 blocks, and then I just have no life, and I just do the tasks for like an ungodly amount of time. I break for lunch. I have 30 minutes to eat my food, and then I go right back into it for another like 7 hours. And then if it's on a stream day, sometimes I get a break, and it's like stream days. We're streaming at 5, nice. And then as soon as I'm done the stream, I just go exercise for 2 or 3 hours, and then I have basically I end it usually at like 9. And I have an hour, and it's between like, do you want to completely eviscerate your hobby of playing video games, or do you want to completely eviscerate your hobby of reading manhwa, or do you want to completely eviscerate your hobby of watching some YouTube videos, or so needless to say, that hour packed basically. So I have had 1 hour of entertainment fun times, and Shaman King, as much as I bet it's fucking lit, to me it's been like, I've honestly been putting a lot of it towards gaming, just because like when you cut out everything, you realize what like kind of thing you probably play until you're like 80, or like thing you'll do until you're 80. A video game is one of them. Video game is one of them. YouTube is also one of them. The manhwa stuff is the thing that like that's true like dessert to me. You know what I mean? Where gaming is like a steak. A steak gives you energy. You know what I mean? Gives you fucking drive. A manhwa sometimes gives you an experience that is unlike any other. But I don't know if I'd eat it. Yeah, steak's pretty good. I'm a steak boy. I like pastries, but yeah. On YouTube, I consider like I honestly at this point like water. It's just like just a direct line of fun times and people's experience. Anyways,
Gnawing Fetus said this is bi-monthly. Reminder to check it out then. And GT.
Hell yes.
And GT.
Yes. Continue to keep pressure on me, and I'll try to check it out. I will say it's tough, man, because like for me, like I'm a person who is like I like most things. You know what I'm saying? Like most things. So like I have like what do you call Bolty knows this? I have like 17 manhwa that I'm sure I would fucking love, like a lot. You know, so like. Basically, it's like, hey, you should read this one, but I'm like, but there's 7 others ahead of it, and do I skip those ones and go for this one? Maybe it's that good. Maybe I should trust it non. Maybe. It's also sometimes you don't want to have like. It's also tough because sometimes you're like, yes, I want a story about like a zero to hero. Other times, like I just want a chill romance story. I'm a story connoisseur. I like stories of any kind. So like. You know what I'm saying?
Lone Syndicate said, I also have read any manhwa in months.
You also haven't read any manhwa in months? Yeah, I got you. Yeah, man, what do you call it? It's tough because I still get like so much love and enjoyment out of it. And it's by far like the thing that to me is still like my happy place. Gaming to me is like, again, it kind of gives me like energy, like makes me feel like I'm a human being. Whereas if I just like ended my day, in my last hour of my day, I just like watched 20 minutes or 40 minutes of YouTube videos while I eat my supper. I would feel like I feel very like, I don't have anything, you know what I mean? Whereas at least with gaming, it's like, I progressed a little bit in the games I'm playing. I made a bridge in a game block game that I mostly made on stream. But hey, all right, this is our how do you say that last word? Proprietary. It's the second syllable. Proprietary? There we go. Proprietary segment of the 3D modeling stuff. Why is it so bright? Anyways, all right. I fully finished this guy, but I need to like glue in his cool ponytail. I don't know if it shows up perfectly.
Gnawing Fetus said, I really think it's right up alley, honestly. It's pushing like 20 years old now, so no rush to read it. But I think I'll really enjoy it.
Interesting. I feel like with I've had very little. I gotta sew this thing on, but I finished his cool like mane essentially, and I've did the gradient color stuff. Anyways, doing armor and whatnot. I need to add more armor or like more like rust and like browns to the undercoat, but not bad. I think I showed you guys everything else, but yeah. So I haven't. So this is the thing. I think I also showed you Lone his thing. He asked me to print. I think a while ago. It's just been sitting here, unreasonable proportions. It's Lone. Blame Lone. Or
Lone Syndicate said, "Looks sick." Grin.
So okay. So I'm gonna be a little bit honest. Okay. So not honest. I'm always honest, but like I can always struggle to like, can I put this in words that is understandable?
Red Nate said, "Burp, Emma, go take out the trash."
Go do that. Pop off. You might see something cool when you come back. Okay. So, for me, one of the things that's like a cool unlock is understanding like, can this like path, basically, you know when you go on YouTube and you're scrolling and you have like an unlock where like, oh, I thought the thing I thought was so hard that has actually gotten much easier in recent memory. Now that could be through a scanner, it could be through AI, it could be through a program, it could be whatever, right? Just a thing that like you thought, oh, that's so out of my range of being able to like reach that. I'm boned essentially. But what do you call it? so basically you have this like idea of like these steps you would take to do something. And for me, it was like actually creating your own stylized 3D model and then being able to print that. And that way you could basically say like, hey, this is a one of one. Customized
Lone Syndicate said,
existence
if I
model.
am to be blamed for blessing all of your eyes with such peakness, then I shall be the villain of your story. You welcome.
You're welcome. Good confidence. But I wanted to show you guys kind of like elements of this process, which I think are kind of neat to see. It's kind of like a story. So let me pull some of those up. But basically, step one is, can you create an image that is just kind of neat, like a character that you thought would be kind of fun? And for me, it's like kind of a half and half balance where like I haven't set out to achieve the segment of the process, which is part one, which is like come up with a really cool character that people want or like would like. For me, it's a little bit of that, but it's also like I need to get better at coloring and painting flesh tones and armor and eyes. So I need to kind of have those. So like it's half of like trying to develop that skill of like being able to make a cool statue of something or a figure or something like that resonates with people, but also being able to like just have it hit the marks I need to practice with all the volume I need to do. Anyways, so I'm hoping I can find this folder. It's somewhere hidden away in the abyss of my things. There it is. Okay. Okay, so I want to know, did I put it in here? Yes. That's more or less.
Lone Syndicate said, be right back, off to go shower.
Enjoy your shower. I was hoping you'd be able to see this. Well, maybe you can watch back the stream, because this actually I think is something you'd get a kick out of, Lone. Let me see. Is this good enough? All right, that might be good enough. We go with this. We go with this. We get a better view of that. Okay, that looks maybe acceptable. I open that up, and of course it's on the goddamn wrong place. I thank you for being patient with me. This took many hours this week, so the fact that you are being so patient is very sweet, and I appreciate you. Okay. Would it be in this? That is not one of them. Okay, this might be kind of it. Okay. So
Lone Syndicate said I can hold off a bit. What's up?
Okay, so this is the thing I want to show you. So this is part one. So I needed a character that I thought was pretty cool, but like basically had all the hallmarks that I like. So this is the character. Boom, I made. I just need a 3D anime statue. Basically, I need there to be a T-pose. It's a whole part of the process. So I thought, okay, I need to draw a skin. So let's do a cool female like battle. What do you call it? Person. Give her some crazy abs so I can draw shading and stuff like that. And also let's see if I want to push the limit on like what theoretically this like software that can like take a flat image and then make it 3D. So all the hallmarks I like. So anyways, so then I was like, okay, let me like mess around with things like this and see if like how the AI can like how the AI model perceives things like these thin straps and all those variables, right? So anyways, we got to that. And then we eventually, basically, I needed it to be 3D, or like more dimensions instead of so flat. So then we got to this. Still kept most of the same stuff, it's just kind of recolored it. But now it has more like shading, so that the AI can probably perceive that it's more of like a shading thing, right? Very cool. Also, what type of thumbnail question mark? What do you mean? What do you mean, K-Flash?
Lone Syndicate said she looks unhinged. Look at those eyes.
Okay.
I like it.
So
Grin made his own OC.
Grin made not OC. Well, I'll show you some stuff. So anyways, so then I needed a close-up of the face, which as you can see, this is the thing that I maybe made a mistake on, is the face looked a little bit not as good. Okay. But anyways, I put it in the software, and basically it's kind of like a 2-pass where you need to basically what's going on, Fresh? But anyways, you need to do a 2-pass basically. So you have basically your full character, and then if you want details in like facial regions and such, are you ever going to play Let It Die? I probably will not play Let It Die, but there might be a video in store for you in the future. Never mind, broski. The art looks beautiful. Thank you. So, anyways, so what do we call with this? I basically needed to get the face as well. So if you want to get like detail with the hands or stuff that usually AI just completely botches the job, that's what you need to do. Anyways, I put it through the 3D AI software, and that's what I kind of want to show you guys now. And it's both Dude, there are some ups and there are some downs. So this is the AI software. Some of it looks good, some of it looks not so good. So this is like phase 1 of could you like get a character visually and then like basically convert it to a 3D model to be able to then 3D print it essentially. So here is, I'm trying to find the right file, which is the one that's working. Maybe that one should be good. Let's see. Is that the one? Bop, 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 bop. Oh, it is. Okay, let me close the panel. All right. So, let me... I'm trying to angle it so you guys don't see the problem, okay? So, this is the character in full-on 3D. Not terrible. It's got a lot of the texture that I wanted. It's fully 3D. Again, the hair is a little bit weird because I had to basically render the hair, so I need to get better at blending and the hair and all these kind of variables. But, and also, like, you can see there's, like, crazy good detail. Like, if we zoom in, and you see, like, the actual dimensions on the app, there's all that volume, all that stuff, you can see the thing there. But, you might have guessed what did not turn out great. And
Lone Syndicate said the neck is fucked up, isn't it?
Not the neck. The neck is fine. I think what's also her I just wanted, this is a proof of concept, so her limbs are all fucked up. They're not the best. Anyways, but the thing that really was like, oh, is the face looks pretty not great. She looks a little like she got hit with a shovel hard as fuck. But the helmet looks pretty good. That was a little bit of clipping there. But the helmet looks pretty good. But her face looks a little fucky. And also I could smooth everything out. A lot of things to learn here. All right, a lot of things to learn here. But yes, the face looks a little scuffed. The eyes a little droopy. Not great. Okay, so there are gains to be had here for sure, as far as just like understanding how to like fix problems like this. There's also thin things that are probably gonna eat shit and die when it comes to like 3D printing, like this. So I'll have to basically understand how to like extend these. But basically, this right now, as scuffed as it is I'm printing it right now. So the process, unless that thing shits the bed entirely, which I'm expecting it to shit the bed with this. I'm sure these are gonna fucking absolutely break. The little hair follicles. But hypothetically, we have done it. We have went from flat image to full 3D thing to print, and now the next big hurdle is just doing so much volume that I actually can get good at painting things. Which, woof, but hey, that's the plan. Now, one more thing. So that was Mach 1, and then I was like, okay, well, if I basically need to create a model from zero, from nothing, that like basically is perfectly set up for painting so that I can start developing that skill. It's basically...
Lone Syndicate said the jaw is non-symmetrical and the left eye is just fucked.
Yes.
The right eye looks fine.
Yes, this part is pretty fine. I probably could just do an inverse, like a complete match thing. Like this is actually not the worst, but this part it's got all lopsided. Also, her eye is like pulled over there. Anywho, but the one thing that I did want to show you guys is a character that I was like, okay, this is cool. I'm happy that I printed it. It'll be my first one that's kind of scuffed and messy and all that stuff. But I can't show you guys the full 3D render yet because I haven't went through the process of doing that. But what I can do is I can show you the second one that I am going to try to do this for, which is back here. Where are you? Not that one. Not that one. Is it this one? It is. Okay. So, this was the second one. This is the second one I mean.
Lone Syndicate said, alright, I'm off GRINN.
Okay. Godspeed. Enjoy the shower. Yes. So, girl is fucking can kill you. Basically. Girl is crazy as far as...
Nate said, I return...
You've returned to something, for sure. Anyways, but we also have this. So this is like actually the 3D model equivalent of it. In fact, this is the one without the stuff. Where is it? The front view? There we go. So this is the next character. Where are you? Goddamn, I can't find the thing. This front view? There we go. That's good enough. So this is the 3D equivalent of the character. So yes, damn, that looks annoying. That looks annoying to paint. What do you mean? What do you got? This to me is like perfect because it should be a perfect like battleground for painting skin textures and things like that, right? So yes, I sure did return to something. Yes, you did, boyo. So yes, also the head looks a little bit weird, but that's because I think there's a zoomed in equivalent that I have here, which looks a little bit better. I think it's like this. Looks not bad. So that should be actually much better. And this one has thicker like hair follicles, so those should actually be 3D printable rather than it being like these strands that are kind of fucky. But yes, that is in fact something that's happened. Now, so basically I'm progressing with that. So here's the thing. I'm trying to think if I should explain this properly. Or again, I've only thought about this a certain amount. So basically, a thing I haven't told you guys much about is that I've been pursuing this thing, like business-wise, for a while. And if I'm honest, it's working, but it's not really working that well. And there's various reasons why. But then there's this other path that has opened up that I have been significantly more interested in recently. And it's kind of this path. And it's basically like developing the skill to being able to create these things to such an extent that people may actually be willing to, shocker, I know it's crazy, it's even weird for me to say it loud, but actually pay for them. So for me, it's funny because someone came in here just now and they asked the question that I've been getting for years, which is, will you ever come back and play Let It Die? And the answer probably, honestly, just no. I mean, maybe if there's like a Let It Die 2 or like a Let It Die 3, like the actual sequel to Let It Die 1, not like a Deathverse variant or whatever it is. But I was kind of trying to think of like, hey, half of the thing that's weird is like for this channel, like hypothetically, if you're going to pursue any business, you probably want to have like a content of some kind that actually is like pulling people in, getting your ads, your whatever you're doing out, right? And I didn't want to do that with this channel because this channel is kind of like, my audience here is gaming related, and it's also like anime related because we covered a shit ton of like share your grins in the past, and it's also like kind of like difficulty based games related and all those things. So for me, I was like, okay, I'll maybe start this other channel if I start this business venture, and I'll kind of upload on there. Anyways, but for me, this one path actually maybe would actually sync up. So like for me, I thought, well, I haven't thought this all the way through, so you'll have to forgive me for being kind of spacey, but like I actually thought it'd be really cool of, what if I, for the first couple, let's say for the first couple like months, 2 months, I basically just try to create statues and give them away for free. That's the whole point. And not entirely for free. I would hope that basically you would write like a review or like a thing that basically says like, it's a good quality model, basically. So for me, that's something that I wanted to do. So I thought, what would be the perfect like thing to do for this? And do you guys remember the Let It Die intro screen where the dude is like reaching to the top like this, and like he's surrounded by bodies and they're all like grabbing him and etc. And I thought, what if I made that as like the first thing of like the new type of content that's going to be made on this channel? What if I made those type of videos where like I show you guys the process of like us quickly coming up with like a concept art, essentially concept of the character. Then we put it with, then we basically create a 3D version of it, and then we basically paint it. And then I give it to you guys for free. I think doing it for free would be the smartest. Because there's various things that like I've learned from business stuff that I could do. Like one of the ways is like I'm going to need to be able to contact people to tell them like what's your fucking address so I can send this to you, etc. And by doing so, I might actually create like what essentially is what they would call like a lead list. So like people who I have their email list, and if I ever had like some sort of thing like, hey, I made this new model, I could send them an email, right? I have access to a customer basically, and also I could be basically getting like a reviews of stuff. And this kind of somewhat sequences in with what I've been doing a little bit on the side, educational stuff. But anyways, I'm kind of leaning more into like pivoting to this, if it proves any useful. But anyways, I can see a path forward where like, if I can like, people, I'm hoping because I give away this stuff for free, hopefully, that people will be like a little bit more, like not expect like, oh, it should be perfect, because at the start I'm not going to be perfect at it, but the hope is that I get good enough to function. And then also like, to me, the way that I could like loop this into community things to me is like infinitely more interesting. Like the fact that we could have like community polls on like, hey, do you want me to make a badass Dark Souls statue?
Gnawing Fetus said, have PPL pay for the shipping at
yes
least. That will eat into $1 like mad nowadays.
Yeah, I know. So like, but the reality is like, so this is like the idea that I think makes sense for like this, if we were thinking about this in terms of like a business venture to some extent, which is like you basically give away stuff for free until people basically, there's enough people that want it that start saying like, well I'm already doing all this for free, the only way I can like find more time is if you start paying me for it, so that you're basically become prioritized. And the hope is that basically the people are like, okay, then I'll pay for it. And now they may not pay a lot, but if you theoretically keep building value and people keep creating demand of like, I only have 10 slots, I can make these 10 statues in this week. So the idea is that people will be like, okay, well, I want my statue enough to being willing to say, okay, I'll spend $80. Okay, I'll spend $100. Okay, wait, I'm still not in? Okay, well, then I'll spend whatever it ends up being, right? And also there's things like that to me are more interesting as far as like Patreons and like memberships where I could like upload the the files for personal use if you wanted to print and color them your own. Is also like the idea of like, again, thinking about this as a business, you could also just say, hey, if you want me just to send you the model so you can paint it yourself, that's significantly easier. That's significantly easier to fulfill. And that could be something variable. But also like the idea that I could tap into a skill set that I've kind of developed for like many years now, which is like being able to tell a story and being able to show people like various segments of the process. And also to have this kind of be a journey of like, I'm starting off being kind of shitty, and hopefully if we do like massive repetition, I can improve, hopefully rapidly. But that's kind of the idea of that. But also like, yeah, just basically these two. Also, this is the other thing that I thought would be really cool, which is basically the way I'm thinking about it, to me, I think it could work as like, okay, so the idea is to like give away these models to anyone who's kind of interested in them, basically. And maybe like Gnawing says, I might like say, just in like in case, I feel like for my first run, I'll just say it's entirely free and I'll just eat the cost. Because I'll probably make like 2 models maybe, and I'll just make a video about it and I'll be like, hey, if anyone wants them, just, shoot me an email. We'll put a random, generator thing there. I'll reach out, and if you're interested, then I'll send it to you. The only condition is that hopefully you can write me a review and like hopefully hold the statue with your thumbs up, just so people know you're a real human being who bought something and not like fucking fake AI or something. Like that's the condition to get something that hopefully is kind of neat. But the thing I thought was kind of be interesting is if like basically you could do 2 things where like you could basically say, okay, let's say there's like a new game coming out for like Marvel Rivals, and now there's also weird things I need to look way more into, like IP variables, things like that. Like you cannot sell a statue of Marvel Rival characters, but you could theoretically make a character that's very similar without it being that, without just saying it's that. And then unless it's something general, like it's a mutant or something, it's a girl who has red hair who has fire powers. Yeah. Anyways, to not get too bogged into the copyright weirdness of it all. To me, I thought that was kind of an interesting variable of like, I could basically say, okay, I'm going to make 2, let's say you make a video and you show the process of making these 2 models. Once again, it'd be like community based. So like every couple of weeks or however long it takes to make these things, you basically say, hey guys, do you want me to make a badass lady? Do you want me to make like a spexy lady? Do you want me to make like a cool, silly, character? Or do you want me to make like a badass Viking warrior god, whatever the hell? Let's vote on whichever one you want this week. Then we can. And then you make a video showcasing the process, and you ideally make 2 statues. This is the way I'm thinking about it, at least. And one statue basically would be randomly given out to anybody who's a part of the Patreon or the YouTube memberships or the Twitch memberships, as in addition to like a bunch of other stuff that I would hopefully do there eventually, and like build out like things hopefully that make that increasingly more valuable. But anyways. And then the other one, again, this is if people would ever have sufficient demand for this kind of thing. If people would have enough demand, then you could basically put it to, you could put it as an auction style service, basically. So you're just like saying like, hey, what do you call it? Anyone who wants it can keep bidding on the statue, and depending on how much you're willing to bid, is victors go to the spoils. But I will always give one to the entire community. And then also you can do like fun fucking drops about making like a bunch of small ones for like just to drop it from a bunch of people, give it out randomly so you can continue to like take care of the people who are taking care of you, and things like that. To me, that are like. And also, like, to me, it's like somewhat a scalable business, because so long as like, it's really just a metric variable of like buying the machines and painting. It's like the 2 bottlenecks that really encompass it. And I think you could hire someone like, and it's funny because like to me, it's hypothetically, if something like this did work out, you'd be able to employ like artists who are like probably starving in general because they fucking wasted all their money on like a stupid art degree or something, and you'd be able to be like, hey, I can support people who are fucking artists. That's so sick, Anyways, this is very like pie in the sky. I don't even know if this will work, but this is one of the few times where I thought, oh, I might be actually able to leverage my existing audience in the GRINN channel to actually like maybe be interested in things I'm wanting to do. And again, if I start off where I feel the most comfortable, which is like, I don't know if what I'm going to be able to make is like good enough for people to want to buy. So I'm giving it away for free. And then if eventually people, like enough people say, I want it, then the only way to replace someone who's getting it for free is to pay something. And then go from there, you know? So for me, that's the way I've been thinking about it. And I'm not fully at that point. I still think I need to like make a huge dent in the painting thing. Because I think that's, but dude, it's so funny. Cause like to me, I did this other venture, this other like business thing. And it's like, it was really kind of a difficult thing to try to find out how to like increase the value of the thing that you're trying to offer. But for this, to me, it's significantly like there's tons of things that to me are popping in my head of like stuff that I would value. Like hypothetically, say you buy a character from your favorite video game, or maybe it's like Lone who has a VTuber. Like that's the other thing of like the content of like the statues you create are so exciting. Like I could make a statue about Iron Mouse. I could make one for like your favorite VTuber of choice. I think that video would do well, and maybe they would want it, or maybe their community would want it. So there's ways to tap into this outside of just like making fucking Tifa with a big ass, you know, whatever it is. So like there's other ways to gamify, but then there's things that to me like I would value. Like if somebody went the extra step of like saying that, like say they take this character, this model, and then they make like a Santa hat, and they have like a Santa hat, like a bunch of these different like festive type things, and then they just threw them randomly into the package that you order for this random statue, and they came with that free just as like a bonus of like thank you for supporting us. To me that would go a really long way, is like building goodwill and being like, wow, that's actually really cool when it's Christmas. I can pop a little hat on there. I kind of enjoy the festive thing. And yeah, so to me, I don't know, I've thinking a lot about like entrepreneurship, and I'm doing something a little bit to the side, which I learned so much from, but it just I struggled to create something that was valuable enough for people to actually want to, you know, spend $1 on, like any dollar, $2. And to me, I think this is something that like I think is significantly more of like you could stack the deck more and more and more, so people are like, okay, and like the variables that limit it are variables I think I can solve. If that makes any sense. Yeah, I won't go too much more into it, but anyways, this is all to say to possibly, maybe at some point in the far future, you might see a video pop up on the GRINN channel, and you might see this channel genuinely come alive in a weird way. We'll still probably stream on it. It's only three streams a week. Shouldn't fucking curb the algorithm. And also, if things work out really well, we might actually have some like painting streams, depending on what happens. And people could come in here and ask if like, hey, you should make a model of this character. I will check it out, you know? I will be honest. I am waiting to see. I'm very interested to see if this does work out, and we do, charge forward with this. I'm curious to see what is stronger, basically. Is like the content of statues that we make of like VTubers strong as hell? Is the content that we maybe make about various game characters? And the game characters is weird because you can't necessarily. There's a lot of weird legal things there. Where like there's a gray area with commissions, but there's not a gray area with like selling the thing. Anyways, but there's like all these things. Even if you just do it for advertising, like making Tifa or like doing something that's an already like owned IP, but you just make a variant of it essentially. And I think that's actually pretty easy. Like you could take like Mickey Mouse and then make like a cool schmexy lady with like Mickey's stupid head pieces on or some shit. Anyways, the sky's the limit. But yes, that's what I've been thinking about a little bit.
Catman 11234 said, "So excited for the future. I am here for it all, and I am looking forward to when we look back on this day and say, wow, it was just an idea then. To the future.
That's so sweet, Cat. I very much appreciate your wonderful soul and brilliant mind. Yeah, to me, I always hesitate to talk about stuff like this because I know there's like seven mountains that I need to overcome. Basically, it sounds great, but like as always, things are a lot harder than you think they are. So like the painting thing, absolutely harder than I think they are. But like again, everything that I've done, like I've already done the process with the exception of the painting, and even the painting I've done to some extent. And to me, it isn't like. It's not some. It's difficult, but it's not a battle that I don't feel like I could win. I guess. yeah, again, I don't know. And also, like, to me, there's other things I think would be kind of neat is, like, if the whole point is to kind of start to develop a skill and, like kind of develop on a stage in a weird way, like showing people, hey, I'm here, I fucked up the painting, but I kind of got better here and all that stuff. And no one can really get mad at you because you're giving away stuff for free, or maybe like Nong says, at the price of shipping. But yeah, so to me, that's a weird one. Where like to me, I'm not gonna go into it yet. I'll keep that thing for a surprise if possible. Thank you for the heartfelt compliment made my day. Yeah, well, thank you so much, Kat. But anyway, guys, yeah, that's just the thing. It's funny. I'm not sure how people feel about it because it's like resurrecting a channel that has had. It's pretty sparse. But there is like 25,000 people here who are probably all ghosts. But I feel like if I were to do VR content here, it would be kind of like, what the heck is this? Whereas if I were to make take whatever statue, whatever character you fucking love, and I show you like the process of going from zero, like nothing, like a conceptual idea, to a whole ass, like in your hands, tangible good that looks fucking cool. To me, I feel like most people would be like, hey, that's kind of cool. Like, hey, cover my game. Hey, cover this niche game, this weird game that you have no idea about. Do it. I'm like, okay. So to me, that's kind of where I'm at. Anyways, well, let's transition to the actual part of the stream, which is the react and the hangout. Thank you guys for letting me ramble about that. Yeah, it's funny because like I think Lone and Lone dipped, and I think like actually that'd be kind of cool news for Lone, because Lone's always been like one of the better, one of like the more so like a
Catman 11234 said something you could capitalize on is possibly a series like Learning Blender in 150 days.
Yeah, so like for me, it's tough because there's two vertices where you could go. You could go for the vertice of like educational, where like you could basically show people how you're doing it. But like if I think about it, I don't know if that's like, it sounds horrible, but like a part of me is trying to think of like, I would like to be able to buy a gacha character eventually, i.e. make a little bit of money. So like for me, a vertice that I'm thinking about is like,
Raidnade said, man, I've been kind of lightheaded today. Been feeling kind of out of it.
Yeah, dude, me too. I felt off. I feel like I'm fighting some sort of sickness. I know Kat's sick and my mom's sick, so I feel like there might be a cold going around or whatnot. But for me, like the idea of, I kind of lost my train of thought. It was something about, so like there's the idea of like you could teach people something, and that is usually like the educational stuff is valuable if you're having
Knowing
like
fetus said
yeah,
flu.
If you have like a Patreon where like you're like people subscribe to like follow a course, but even then when I think about it, I think people would like unsubscribe from the education when they eventually either stop learning the education or have learned what they wanted and left, right? Whereas like things I think would keep people like hooked and staying on various like things like a Patreon or like whatever is like continual control about whatever the hell they make, in addition to like the prospect of possibly winning the lottery and getting something that's really cool, especially if it's like a big fuck off statue. Like that's the goal, is to kind of have like statues that are like fucking cool, not like the little guy. It's like, no, this is a giant thing. This is like the Tifa statue with the Buster Sword. That's the holy grail, guys. So if I'm honest, I'll be 100% honest, that's the thing I'm shooting for. Okay, not the degeneracy, but like the level of like I think 90% of people would see the Tifa statue and be like, you're a degenerate, but also if it wasn't $1 billion, I probably would also fuck with it. Like it looks so cool that you're like, god damn it. Even though I try to be bashful, that's kind of too cool. So yeah, to me, I think like those things of like having the auction types, not the auction, what is it called? The lottery, basically. Like everyone who's subscribed to you on Twitch, Patreon, whatever, would basically be like thrown into the lot of like being able to get this new statue, and then also just being able to like take care of people more. Like again, if I was a part of a Patreon or something like that, or a part of a membership thing, and someone would randomly reach out to me and said, hey, by the way, I'm not sure if you've been paying attention to the video series we did where we made this character. We made a bunch of small ones, and we basically we printed them. We would love to send one for you. Like to me, I think that would ensure that I stay subscribed to that person for a long time. But every time they see it on their desk, I think it'd be a cool reminder of like, oh, that person exists and that person's doing stuff. So to me, I don't know, it makes sense in my head, I guess.
McFlufferkin said, all I can advise in this endeavor is do your research to avoid any C&D.
Yes. What do you mean, like copyright claim stuff? Yeah. There's a lot of weird stuff with that, where like one of them is there's a lot of weird gray area with like commissions, which is kind of interesting because like, yeah, theoretically if someone came to you and said, hey, can you make me this, and they perfectly describe Mickey Mouse, they cannot take away your ability to craft or make something like that, I guess. I was trying to look into it, but it was basically like it's impossible to hold the like accuracy of that. But if you then sell like a Mickey Mouse thing, across every thing, then that's an issue. It's weird. It makes sense when you think about it, but like it's hard to describe. Basically, like if somebody, like if you lived in a small town and there was like an artist and you came up to him and said, "Hey, can you make this thing for me?" They cannot stop you from being able to like craft the thing. You know what I mean? But they can stop you from saying like Mickey Mouse, which is related to the trademark of that character, that also has those distinguishable features, and then you sell it en masse. Yeah, it's a whole world, a whole weird world about that with copyright claims. Unless C&D means something else. C&D. But yeah, let's move on to the
Gnawing Fetus said GRINN. I'd pay for a Galarian wheezing bong. It'll tell you that much at least.
You'll pay for a Galarian wheezing bong. I might have to put it on the list. I might have to put it on the list. What is it called? Cease and desist. Yeah. I mean, yeah, from all the stuff that I've seen, it's I'll definitely look into it more. I've looked into it a little bit to, again, half of this. The reason why I'm telling about it now is because I have both done this some steps of the process to where like, oh, this is actually not like impossible. You know, like sometimes you're like, oh, I misattributed that. That's gonna take like 2 years. It's not as good. But you know, it's possible. And then of course I checked those other things, and then they seem like, oh, this isn't like a smoking gun. This isn't like and you're fucked kind of thing. But you are also always like suggested to like make your own thing, like make your own distinctable characters, which is fair. Let's see. We're going to our Discord. Also, this was the first meme that I seen. Bang. Check it out. I don't really get it, but really, it seems like it's a little child. Tally, please go wake up your father. I thought maybe it was also this is what the person said in the when they came into the comments. They said the orc thing. Oh, I didn't really put. I thought is that the meme? I thought it might have been Argonian wife type situation, but I don't know. But yes, it's Tally, please go wake up your father. And I think it's a gigantic mommy orc, possibly, maybe, who knows? She does have like hair and kind of haircut. Anyways, then but I don't understand why she is a dog anthropomorphic creature.
11,234 said I posted it. It's just cute.
It's just cute?
She failed to wake up her father, so she just falls asleep cause she cozy.
Oh, that's so cute.
The Flufferkin said, it's a wholesome meme. He picks up his child, tucks him in, and they just fall asleep.
Oh, I thought it was something. I thought it always has to be something, man. Hypothetically, say there was gigantic orc ladies, okay, but what would be their negative? It can't be all good, guys. Bouts of rage? I don't know. It's gotta have some sort of limitation. So it's like the green skin, and you're like, all right, shut up. Whatever, it's a big whatever fucking from you. Oh, she has blue eyes. Yuck. Like, what? So I realized it's 6 and I haven't drank my coffee. Drank my coffee? Something. Huh. Also, I think we need to scroll up more, but let's go to React. Let's hit the React tab.
Gnawing Fetus said the fact shed, crush my head like a watermelon, greater than.
Dude, I remember there's that iconic thing where a person's, just getting pressed. I can't think. It's like the classic like.
Lone Syndicate said I'm back. Did I miss anything?
Lona, you might have missed the most ever, actually. But get to it after, if you want. Hypothetically, there might be something that pops up on this channel at some point. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe it all blows up in my face and I say, hey guys, yeah, forget about it. Okay. What is this? Get rotated, goober. Hit me. What is this? It's a VTuber. It's 2x, sorry.
That doesn't look right.
It's always lagging. God damn it. We have to watch it in this stream.
Right, Doug, here's them.
Is that Chai Lily? I don't know who that is. They always change their model and it looks different enough. I don't know. Also, man, I'm so bad because I think of everything in stories. So I think of like, did they talk about this beforehand? Or like, man. Also, I don't know. I don't know if this speaks to me. Of like I really enjoy Iron Mouse. All right. But I don't know if I'm like, if she had a like come and meet me thing and I come up to a screen and say hi, I don't know if I would be game. Like, I don't know if it's, again, we talk about like, it's not valuable enough to me. Also, I don't fuck with anybody. Like, even if she was in person, I don't know if I'd fuck with that at all either. You know what I mean? Like, to me, I'm trying to think what I would value. I'd probably just value if I bring up a conversation like, hey, what do you think about this? And then like give me the answer. That'd probably be the only thing I'd value.
It's cute because she rotated her model after the standee was.
Oh, so she just mimicked what he did? No, I got that bit. What I was gonna say is he why is he dressed like a fucking whole ass soldier, like a siege character? It's cool. It's also, that must be a fucking wide angle lens. How does she know that that's visually being put there? Anyways, very cute, wholesome VTubers things doing wholesome VTuber things. Huh? Impractical jokes after they find out they're in. Dude, it's crazy out there. It's absolutely insane. Dude, the worst take I've ever seen was the lady being like, you're kind of a loser on the list. And you're like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? Jeez, you got so much cope there in my life. Anyways, this. Impractical jokes after they find out there are the things.
Did you just catcall me?
Yeah.
Ew. Ew.
You're just real popular with. I'm real popular with the little ones in this park. Yeah. How old are you? 18.
Disgusting. Oh man, dude, it is a horrible time. Also, dude, I didn't want to go into it, but it's bad. It's bad here in Canada. Dude, I didn't even mention, guys, our fucking power went out badly. We're like our whole fucking like region just went out power. It's shitty. Yeah, Hunter. What I did? Hunter. This will make a fine addition to the sanctuary. What? Is this a? Damn. Wait a minute.
This is fantastic. This is beautiful. This is amazing. Holy shit, dude. Look at the color schemes on this. And the angel.
Ooh. Dude. Why can't the biblically accurate angels be like that instead of a bunch of Actually, this is actually a lie. I actually got. I've been saying this for years, propagating nonsense. The whole biblically accurate angel, it looking like 17 vertical diamonds or some shit, or a series of eyes. There's only 3 angels that look cursed. Then the other ones look pretty chill. Yeah. Anyways, it's fake. It's a fake bullshit thing. I've always thought.
Holes in the.
So, fast, lightning fast.
This is awesome, dude.
This is a Warframe, like the in the game now.
Love this.
And now I'm thinking, I look at everything now. I'm like, I could print that, maybe, possibly. We'll see. A lot of these companies actually give out their stuff for free.
Color schemes on this.
They're 3D models, and that's why you see Overwatch, doing really well back in the day.
And said heirloom skins are something else.
And that's in like modern day Warframe. Cause I was actually surprised. I never thought Warframe got down like that. I thought Warframe was kind of always just like, yeah, it's like kind of metallic. It's very like viney, like vines wrapping around a bum, possibly. It looks decent, but like vine. Not that. That is like straight up, like yeah, like a bag of sand. Anyways, oh man, that's a very weird. Dude, I hope no one. I hope everyone got that reference. I really hope. I really hope that's not before your time. Anyways,
Gnawing Fetus said Warframe's true in-game is fashion.
Yeah, but I never seen the fashion like that. I never seen them swing for the rafters like that. I always see them like be like, hey, it's cute, but it's not like that's cheeked up. You know what I mean? I did. As
McFlufferkin said, heirloom skins were initially introduced as a charity thing. Sadly, the skins for Frost and Mag were time-limited and overly expensive to boot.
Yeah.
The newer ones are for Ember, Rhino, Valkyr, and Valbum.
Do I look like that? Or is that why did they cook that much to be like, nah, this is our like again? And honestly, I kind of respect it. Like if you're gonna sell skins, and you're gonna make like a mythic, and it's gonna be super overpriced, like be evil once, guys. Be absolutely degenerate. What? Just one. And your whole community will be like starved dogs and be like, it's not gonna happen for another 3 years, boys. Act now.
Norman Fetus said there's quite a few frames that are pretty damn risque. They know who their markets are.
Man, if anyone knows, can you post them in the thing? Unless they're like actual cheeks out, but like otherwise, that one to me seemed like pretty. Like there's always like this is something I see a lot with like the community.com scene with like statues and stuff, people painting them. Sometimes people paint stuff that's grotesque, and then other times like it's amazing how like if you take like a really crazy schmexy statue, it's kind of like absurd, like it's like spread eagle kind of stuff. But then if you add like a little bit of fun or silliness to it, it just makes the whole vibe feel like a lot more fun, I guess. And it like sharpens like the level of like, damn, this is Wendy's, ma'am, please. Instead, it's like, oh, this is fun. It's a little, it's a lot, but it's not unreasonable, you know. I feel like I'm not talking to the choir here. I'm not preaching to the choir. I'm preaching to sinners about how, you know, it can be too much, and your guys are like, what the fuck are you talking about? I did as advertised. It stopped the 50K of explosion. What? Testing new shield strength. Dude, I still cream.
McFlufferkin said Ember has always had cake, but her heirloom highlights it to the nth degree. Wisp has a whole bakery, and
Wisp
now her
does.
Gemini skin makes her into a cute French nun.
Ooh. Well, shit. Does anyone know if they upload the free models of those characters? Anyways, I was gonna say, dude, I still cream in my pants every single time I see a Helldivers like with fucking badass music in the background, or somebody like just defying all laws of survival and just like running into the abyss and like fucking tearing shit up as they go. It's still like one of my favorite shorts. I wish I had more of them, but I think it's just so rare. I think like it's like the one dimension where the Helldiver didn't just get immediately fucking eviscerated. You know what I mean? Oh shit, you gonna airstrike yourself? That's a cool blow. Okay. Man, that's some penetration if I've ever seen it. That was a good one. I like that one. That's crazy. I wonder if he's dead. Possibly. Some men drowned while others dive, dude. One of my favorite things, it's like a short that's been popping up constantly, but it's basically like, oh wow, oh no, my steak is too juicy, my dessert too sweet. And the one I always see is like this weird goth lady who's like a total freak.
Annoying Fetus said they aren't free. Usually takes plat or a grind. But you can preview them in a semi-static pose if you want.
Ooh, that might be plenty enough to get the thing. Also, somebody's uploading the Warframe things. We'll check them out in a minute here.
Why are you looking at me like?
Where is it?
That. Look at me at creepy.
You sure right? Oh wait, never mind.
What the fuck? Oh damn!
So he is not fast.
Okay, I'm in.
Folds immediately. Dude, that's like another iconic meme. But like the Grudge, person's like, and that's right. That's right.
McFlufferkin said there's official printable miniatures of the proto frames from Warframe 1999. And they're free to download /print.
Well, dude, that's the thing that, like, do you know Withering Waves? All of its models, which are getting, like, increasingly more valuable, are all free to download and look great. So they're like, I can print any of them right now and, like, have a fucking beautiful model. Dope.
All you had to do was ask. And she got me locked in the basement. I'm right where I want to be.
Okay, this guy is lost.
I'm right where I want to be.
Not only does he want to be mounted aggressively, but he wants to be captured and held against his will in a cage. Okay, the first part that part too much. But hey, man, to each your own. They're just built individually. What? Why didn't it open? Now, VTuber. They're in my head. They're in my head. Yeah, VTuber sped up 2x is a problem. It's a problem.
They sang at the same time, GG.
Huh?
Okay. Bow bow.
Try, guys.
Bow bow.
3, 2, 1, go. Bow bow. Bow bow.
She's fucking up. She's fucking up badly. She's on her P's and Q's.
3, 2, 1, that was good. Bow bow. Bow bow. Why are you waiting?
They're all horrible.
No, just say 3, 2, 1.
They can't follow their own directions one bit.
Oh, and then I say bow bow, and then you say the delayed bow bow, okay? Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Bow bow. Bow bow. Okay, that was good on my end.
Are they gonna do it in this crush?
Bow bow. Do you want me to say bow bow when you say go, or? Yes, you go first.
What does bow bow mean? Like
Okay,
bow?
you say go.
The VTuber?
Yeah. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Bow bow.
Why the fuck are you adding variables 3, 2, 1, go? The first 3 times you did it were 3, 2, 1, bow bow. All right, they're fucking up. That late, I take it back. She's fucking up. Yeah, what do you call it? Inconsistency drive me nuts. Okay.
I guess that was okay. Wait, if we try this method too, I don't do it.
These two do not feel like they can't be real, you know, but I think they are. I just feel like, what a bunch of weirdly unique, odd people, you know?
3, 2, 1, bow bow.
That was incredible. That was there.
Okay, what
Knowing Fetus said it's not the model itself that drives the prices. It's the time/skill involved with finishing the model that drives it. PPL won't pay much, usually, for a gray slab of plastic.
No, they won't. But I also do wonder. My nose. I do wonder if they still would pay something, because like if you actually look into it, there's like a $300 machine coupled with all this other stuff and all that, like cleaning it and all that variable, all those variables. Sorry, but when it comes to also this is kind of on the left side. I do think like if you made a really cool like, and I think that's a thing like. If theoretically you could come up with like a really, really cool concept of a character or a model, like the Tifa Buster Sword situation, I always just say, even though it's degenerate, yeah.
McFlufferkins said context. Gigi and Cece are trying to sync up over distant connections. Meanwhile, Fuamoko are
In the
twins
same room.
literally in the same room.
Yeah, so it's much easier. I don't feel like they'd be able to do it even if they were in separate like server things. But back to what Nong was saying. To me, if you were able to create something that's like a unique character, like loadout and like set piece already, then I think there is like a group of people who would be people who are like taking this as a hobby. Also, like if theoretically, again, this is all predicated on the idea of like are you able to show the process of making it? And for me, I probably would show a lot of the painting process, and I'd probably tighten up the conception of the character and then the 3D modelification of it all, and then I would just get into painting it pretty soon. I think if you were able to sell that, you could also like, by sell that, I don't mean like sell that. I mean like you'd be able to show how fun and how like meaningful that is. And if you're not willing to spend maybe whatever the model would be called, but you're like, no, but I still like this. Like I'm watching this content creator for a while. If I could just get like the base model and like try my hand at painting it myself, I think that'd be kind of cool. So I think that there's a possibility for that. Like you said, I don't think like there's some models that go for like $400 or $500 or like even $2,000. I definitely don't think you can do that with like just the slab of meat. People want a professionally painted thing. That's like the biggest unlock, I think, with all that, for sure. If that's what you mean. Nog. Well, this is the thing. They already do this all the time.
Said like $15 to $25 unfinished, $200 to $300, depending on quality, size, and detail for a finished product. Or at least that's what I've experienced.
Yeah. Well, I've experienced like to me that if we could talk about this more, I'm not sure if it's interesting to most people, but like to me the vertices that seem to like really matter, like the levers that really seem to push it. I think like if you have like a unique model, like a really unique model, like similar to the Tifa Buster thing, or like a really cool character that's like in a dope ass pose, and you have a video that did like 300,000 views, so people like the fucking look of the character, etc. I think you could probably sell that statue for like 80 to maybe not 80, maybe like 60 to $80. Like I feel like, especially like this is the catch, it has to be big. Like this is the thing that I think that people don't realize is that like a lot of people get like a statue that's like this big. I think actually people would be much more willing to spend more if they actually got something that like looks like kind of like the Skyrim Elduin fucking giant dragon that's like pretty sizable. Like I think people would be willing to pay much more if it was actually like sizable. Hence why the Tifa statue is so iconic, is because it is just kind of huge. So I think if you got like a decent amount of stuff out of it, I think people would be able to pay that versus what I've seen. But I think then if you're able to professionally paint it, like you said, I think that tax on an extra like $300. And if anyone who's like, oh my god, it's so much, try painting it yourself. It's fucking like it's a whole thing. Unless you're willing to buy like the sufficient tools like airbrushing and all these variables, then it becomes a significant time sink. But then the other stuff that I think that would also be valuable is like the other lever I mentioned, kind of, which is like size. I think like if you were able to make like a gigantic, not a gigantic, but like a bigger than normal statue, to me I think that's like much more appealing. And then also if you're able to, what do you call it? Key in to like something that's fun. So like it's all about resonance, I think. Like, so like hypothetically say there's a character that like you enjoy, whatever it is. Maybe it's like Tifa, or maybe it's like I don't know. Let's say it's like Z's comes out, right? Z's, there's the new idols, right? Well, what if it was pretty easy for me to make like a goth equivalent of that character? So like you take a character that's kind of like, pastel-y, and then you make like a goth equivalent. Well, some people actually might resonate enough with someone to be like, oh wow, not only do I like the idea of the character, but I like the fact that it's not like a tiny model. And all those things, I think, if you stack them on top of each other, get to you to a point where like, dude, people who spend money on models, like actual money, I didn't even want to mention it because it seems like so insane to even utter like some of the things people are willing to spend. But to me, I think if you continue to stack the deck more and more and more, it kind of starts making more sense. And then I think like the biggest thing is like, again, like Nong said, which is like the painting, which is like anyone who's like, oh, it's insane, dude, they're charging like $200 or $300 to like fucking paint this thing. It's insane. Try painting yourself. It's clearly the thing that is the skill deficit in a lot of ways. Not me looking at my Warframe models. Yeah. That's the other thing real quick. Sorry, I could talk about this forever, but like to me that's the other thing that's kind of interesting is the there's so many different things for you to see if you can tap in and resonate. Like maybe you're not very good about like making schmexy whatever characters. Maybe you're not really good at tapping into gaming characters, but maybe you fucking nail it at Warhammer. Whatever works.
Said so. Full life-size Tifa statue coming when with removable accessories for reasons of course.
Dude, well that's the thing. It's so fucked up you mentioned this because like, dude, there's two paths.
Catman11234 said, I know once you started doing this, if you need stuff to do, I've got a bunch of Warhammer STLs I need to print. I'd love to see how you'd paint them, plus when I use them, they'd be my GRINN soliders.
Ooh, maybe, we'll see. To me, I feel like the first thing is to do, so like this is why I mentioned this, kind of funny, because like, let's just lean into this. I haven't talked about this very much, but like to me, this is why I lean into this quite a bit, which is it seems like there's like multiple paths, and I've already seen people walk them. So like there's the girl who I follow, who's like she's leaned into the, I make degenerate statues for perverts, basically. And she like prints full-on spread eagle, whatever it is. But it's funny because I think because she's doing that, there's a lot of people who are in high demand for those statues. So, in my opinion, she kind of has taken lessened the painting aspect of it, because people are willing to spend like the same amount, like $300 for a statue that happens to be of whatever kink they possess with whatever character they like, and painted even slightly well, and that's good enough, But the thing that I think she does really well is she also has like these massive giveaways for people who are like a part of her community in any way. I think it's also maybe like subscribed on Twitch or any variable like that, maybe like a membership thing. But what she does, and this is kind of crazy, she basically gets mannequins, like full-on mannequins. They're like life-size people. She 3D prints usually the waist, so like the hips and the bum and all that stuff, and then the chest, and then she like melds it together in a weird Frankenstein way, and she legitimately makes like a fucking like Lola Bunny, I think is what it is, statue that's like yay big and huge, and it's basically auctioned off to whoever wants it. But it's like, I don't know, like I feel like it's kind of like what Nog's saying, it's like a tremendous amount of value, like holy shit, but it's also like, I don't know if people would want that as much of like, oh, the statue I watched a video of that I thought looked really cool. I would actually just rather give 4 of those away than like that gigantic fucking monstrosity. Because also, man, the level of like chaos that you have. Also, she has like, she's usually, it's crazy. Like very few times I've been on YouTube and I've seen people use the age restriction thing where like you are full on seeing shaded nipples, etc., in a video, and you're like, oh, this is YouTube. What the F? This is YouTube, man. Anyways, but yeah, sorry, that's one path. One path is like leaning into sexualization, which is I'm not like opposed to. I kind of, if I ever did, I want it to be more fun instead of like super depraved, I guess, if that makes any sense. Like I think there are various statues that are like things or like comedic twists there where you can make it fun instead of making it just like gratuitous, I guess. That's why I keep mentioning. But then there's the other angle, which is like badass, big fucking mech soldiers who are like armored knights, Dark Souls, that shit. That people are like, holy fuck, hell yeah. And then there are probably other paths that I'm not like perceiving as clearly, but like paths that are like, maybe it's like actually like, for enterprise, which is kind of weird, but like maybe it's like a company that is struggling, like that basically wants to come up with some sort of thing to have on their front desk, and you can come up with their logo, and they're like a guy with a wrench and make him look cool and have him be there and have him professionally painted, and things like that. And maybe they'd be willing to spend like, spend $500 on that. Absolutely, it's for our office, one-time buy, sure. Stuff like that's also a variable or a possibility.
One of my Cyberpunk streams got age restricted half a year later. Guess the violence was too gratuitous.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, YouTube is so weird. I wish it was consistent. YouTube sometimes does this thing where it's like, and we've decided now arbitrarily, bang, out of here. Also, I didn't see what Fluff said here. Fluff said they're all sculpted glass with emphasis, muscles, or assets. Oh, I see. I maybe missed that.
Get in the closet, Fuwawa, and then join on your phone.
My
and
nose.
then we'll see if you can sync. Yeah, we'll see. We'll
These ones are very neat, but they don't play the games I play, so I've never really get to watch them really often. I also have no time anyway, so, so to be fair, yeah. Also, I have not seen. So I did see that Overwatch is having like a comeback, and a part of me is gotta be honest. Unfortunately, I'm a vengeful soul. I don't want to like Overwatch anymore. I know it's fucked up. I know it's wrong probably, but I don't want to do it. Real quick, I just want to see. Sometimes when it takes us to the place, it can be, okay, she's bald. I just want to see if I'm okay. I do have Twitter on, like, I think you show me everything mode, because I always hate when like websites are like, you little baby. But then I realize I make content online and I film my screen and I sometimes think, oh fuck. Anyways, what is this? Okay. Cute! Wow. That's kind of crazy. It's the same face they use for everyone. It's just generic hot girl symmetry. That is crazy. It's wild. Also, Megamind, Turns out, the same features. Okay, she doesn't look like Tracer. Tracer looks less, more British. Oh, hey, Torbjorn was popping off there. Imagine if Torbjorn had a kid. Also, oh shit! Oh, I forgot about that. Also, look at this. Look at this person popping off. Another face edit. Yeah, I like this one. It's more intimidating. Anyways, real quick, before we get too ahead of ourselves, the state of play thing. I want to see you guys mentioned that there was a God of War vibe. That's the only thing I care about. Please tell me Atreus is getting his own game. That's the only thing I really cared about. So we're gonna pause our react to hopefully react to the thing that I care about. Here we go, baby. All right, let's pause our music even. This is important to me. We can get rid of all this. We'll keep Remio, just in case. All right. What's the God of War shit going on? Please tell me. Please tell me. Atreus gets his own game and it's not a fucking half-assed small little baby.
McFlufferkin said, the edit was made to look closer to her comic appearance, but they suffer from same-face syndrome for most of the cute ladies.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay, so that's not how she actually looks in the game? Ah, I see. Santa Monica Studios. Is this just saying that the trilogy's back? So they're remaking them? I don't know if I really agree with that, if that's the case. I just feel like kind of the whole point was for them to get to the point of...
Zeus! Your son has returned.
God of War trilogy. What does this mean? Are they remaking all of them, or is this a remaster? No, it's a remake. Okay, it's a remake. So it's fully redone. Does that mean that we're getting... I don't know,
Hey, what's happening? What's happening, people? It is OGTC. That's right, the original God of War. Yeah, I'm back, baby.
I actually don't mind the new guy.
I'm thrilled to bring you some exciting news about the series today, starting with that teaser that you just saw, yeah? Now look, we are happy and excited to finally confirm that,
Lone Syndicate said God of War Trilogy Remake, oh hell yeah.
I did not expect Kratos to seem so suave. Speak with such flow.
The Greek Trilogy Remake is now in development. Yeah, man, I know. Sit down. Now look, this project is still in the early stages, so it'll be a minute before we get back to share another update, right? But I'm telling you, next time we come back, we coming with something big, baby. Yeah. And in addition, since we're approaching the last few months of God of War's 20th anniversary year, we couldn't let it close without one last surprise. Now, this announcement is a passion project that will let you experience God of War's signature brutal combat, rewarding exploration, and heartfelt storytelling like you've never heard it before. I'm telling you. That's all you get. So, thank you for 2 strong decades of support, and we can't wait for you to see what we've got cooking to keep the next 20 years surprising, fresh, and fun as hell to play. Yeah, all right, you can watch it now. Go. Why are you still here? Go. Go!
What is it? Pause. Sorry. The reason why I ask, the reason why I'm not excited, because I don't know what to do. I'm excited. I don't know what it is. Like, is it like really trying to be a proper remake for the previous games? That kind of could be cool. Or is it going to try to make it like the new game? Probably not. Probably it's going to stay just like an updated version of the old games. That sounds cool. I like God of War 3 the most. Or like the one where you fucking stab a sword through your chest.
Before I was a father. Before I was a god. I was a Spartan.
A prequel? I've seen enough. We're okay. Wow, we're gonna suck the life out of the air. Jesus. Wow, the side scroller, so cool. Man, that's rough. I was so excited, and then yeah, but it's kind of cool.
Flufferkins said it's remakes of the original 3 with the original VA, so it's likely something akin to the Resident Evil remakes or FF7R without it being a pseudo sequel.
Yeah, so that's why I'm kind of wondering. Like, I wish they showed us.
Lone Syndicate said, "I've been wanting to go back and play the Greek trilogy, but don't have the means of doing so."
Oh, I was gonna say, to me, that's something that's kind of like I guess that's my thing, is I just don't know what to like envision with it, you know? Or like I'm like, are they going to make it so that it's kind of like a proper remake, or is it gonna be something else? Let me get rid of that. Open up this. Go back to this. But yeah, I'm game. Like, I think it's cool. I don't know if it's well, I don't know. I guess if I'm being, let me stream my thoughts. I really loved the God of War reboot. Like, I thought that was such a beautiful way of showing everyone how like you could take an old game. Like, I was so fucking hoping that they would do it with Prince of Persia. I was hoping that they would just take the exact same blueprint, it's a God of War, and just do it with Prince of Persia. Make it more grounded, make it more like parkoury, make it a little more Assassin's Creed-y, but like keep it like, yeah. You don't need to keep all of the shit. Just like the stuff that makes what's like a hallmarks of the series. Anyways, I was hoping they would do that, but they didn't. So for me, like, I really enjoyed this like God of War, the new thing. As much as I enjoyed the third ones, but after like 7 games or 6 games, you're like, all right, I get it. So the new ones felt so fresh. So now that like I've already bought into the new ones, I wonder how they're gonna take the formula that I felt like was already kind of like, I get it. You know, like, again, it was so many games that were like, God of War was one of those games to me that felt like very Call of Duty in the sense that it felt like every game was very similar to the previous. Whereas God of War 2 to God of War 3 to me felt like it did enough different things. Like, it added like, here's a new fucking variable entirely to mess with. Here's like a new set of skill trees and abilities to mess with. I feel like God of War never really, the previous games felt like way more close to their incremental improvements.
I mean, Ubisoft officially canceled dozens of games except for Beyond Good and Evil 2.
It's so funny that they're still so adamant that they're like, no, we're still doing it. We're still doing the Beyond Good and Evil.
Said, I also heard apparently they are going to do a remake of the original Kingdom Hearts game. Not sure how true that is.
Well, dude, again, we're living in the age of like the remakes, because I've heard the same thing about not God of War, Assassin's Creed Black Flag, for a lot of that stuff. So we'll see. I mean, again, I think like I'd be more okay with remakes if I didn't feel like everything that we see now is so soulless. Like, I shouldn't say soulless. It just doesn't look like maybe it's all visual. Like, that's honestly probably a variable of it. So where like it just visually looks like another Apex Legends. It just visually looks like another Concord. It just visually looks like another like super high rendered Unreal Engine game that doesn't have like any like doesn't show any like gameplay depth, and it just shows like, hey, it looks cool and it's like stuff you've seen before, but that means you want to pay for it, right? And I don't know. To me, again, I'd be fine if we were getting like new cool stuff that pushes the envelope forward. And also remakes, but it feels like we're getting stuff that we loved in the past, but we're not getting stuff so it makes it feel like a bleak future. Like we're just gonna perpetually stay in the state of like staying in like a fucking jerk off situation of where we're in limbo with nostalgia, you know? Yeah, I don't know. With that being said though, if they ever did remaster Fable 2, I'd cream in my pants immediately. Yeah.
Ooh. McFlufferkin said, a lot of these games are 20 to 30 years old now, so it's prime time to refresh, reboot, and remake games. New IPs are going the way of Concord.
I know, I just feel like, again, it's a cop-out to kind of go back and keep playing the old stuff, you know? Like, to me, I think it's different from, like, some people have a deep thing to, like, go back and watch their favorite movie over again. I'm very much not that guy. I feel like I've experienced that. I've taken a piece of it with me, but I don't know if I need to go back and run it back again. You know, I'm very much more like, oh, what's the new thing to like increase my, I don't know, worldview, your mind, whatever it is. What if we took a good sound design and just fucking ruined it? Hit me. Huh? This is a time capsule for the time. Just random like howling and shit. Okay. I see the whole point. Okay, that's
McFlufferkin said.
Awesome though.
The point I was making with the 20 to 30 year thing is that we're old now, but there's plenty of new generations that have never experienced the originals.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I don't know. I just feel, it sucks because like I look back on it and like I think we've done this to ourselves. As much as I want to put it all like poo-poo the companies and be like, meh. Brink was a mess. I still think about Brink like too often, or I'm like, it was a really cool idea. I say what I feel about Battleborn, except Battleborn I think was actually good, and Brink was like a couple like adjustments away. Like it was a really cool concept and idea, you know. But they just fucking shat the bed in the execution. I also think it was our fault. Like I think there was a time when like I think like a Brink would be so fucking endearing now. Like now that everything is so the same. You know, the fact that like, I think one of the reasons why Overwatch is making a comeback, one of the reasons why Marvel Rivals did so well, is because they're like, what if instead of just doing the same thing everyone else is doing, what if we actually tried to like...
McFlufferkin said, in similar news, alongside Overwatch being revived by dropping the 2, Diablo celebrates 30 years with a brand new class for Diablo 4, Immortal, and the first new one in 20 years for Diablo 2.
Ooh, okay. Speaking of Diablo, I got that thing that I printed. Yeah, it makes me think about that. Yeah, I don't know what I was saying. I was something about it's weird. It's where like I feel like I prefer new things, and I feel like there's like a lot of the games I see, again with the exception of 2, which is like Hytale and what's the other one that came out recently? A lot of them basically don't look like the games we used to come up. And maybe this is my nostalgia eking out. But like Brink, I remember being super unique. Not a very good game. Like it wasn't balanced well. Tons of problems there. But like it was definitely weird. Like it was so weird. Like even now, there's not a lot of games that are even near it. And I feel like we're never gonna get a Brink again. We're never gonna get a what is it called? A Battleborn. We're never gonna get any of those games. And we're just like stuck in this like deep pit of like companies that are doing this the safest possible choice. And then it sucks because like when there is a thing that does something new, sometimes it just dies, and it's our fault. Like we don't support it, you know, because it's just no advertising. We're poor, we're busy, any of these things. So it sucks. It's like you're just hoping for one of them to get through. You know, it's like most of you will die, but maybe one of you will get through. And then everyone else will copy you until that gets done to death, right? Full out of here, he said calmly. When we get hit.
Dude, I'm about to throw you in this fucking hole, you piece of shit. Can I try throwing you in the hole?
When you touch it, it just activates, but I think you need to eat it with a weapon so it can fall off.
Why would you want to kill it? I know it turns into a monster.
No, it's hard because it's jumping with my cursey, so I can't swing on it.
Must I try?
Yeah, try it. It's just standing still.
Fuck out of here. Pow. Dude, that game to me it's so weird that like I think it's fucked up that like all you need is one game like that to pop. So like if you are a company that wants to make money, why don't you just bang these out like 20 of them?
McFruffin said the devs of Brink moved on to make Dirty Bomb, which lasted longer than the former but still met the same ultimate fate. Unfortunately, the Quake Wars concept doesn't seem to catch a big audience.
Yeah, well, yeah. Maybe that's the problem.
G-Red71 said, meanwhile, we keep getting Concord-level live service games that flop on day one.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's weird because like to me, I remember when we first played Genshin, I was like, holy shit, this is such a cool like type of game. It's like funded like up the ass basically. It's so fucking built up. It's got like a crazy story. It's all relatively for free. There's some bullshit if you want to pay for it if you wanted to. But I was like, oh wow. And then it was like 2 years of just nothing, like silence. And then it was like a swarm of all of them coming out finally. So hopefully like so many companies have seen like the death of what is most likely going to be what was Concord, what was that other game, that Apex Legends dev game, and then what is probably possibly going to be Bungie's Marathon, maybe, although maybe Bungie's going to rework it, I don't know, but I can see that going the same way. And like maybe the dead bodies of all those games will be like, and now we can try again for like weird shit, because I miss weird shit. And people always like, hey, check out the indie scene. The indie scene to me is never what I want. Like the true weird shit is when you have a random eccentric freak who just gets way too much of a budget and then just fucking coasts. Yeah, Highguard also died. So maybe eventually there'll be enough bodies to where they're like, let's just be weird and try some fucking weird shit. But like Fluff's saying, maybe it's not. That's not the variable, it's limiting it. Maybe it's the variable of people, just like it's just not an audience for it. I call that bullshit, because if you look at all the examples that do push against that shit, it does wildly well. Like, again, Hytale is probably a bad example because it's very similar to Minecraft, but even examples like people thought the fucking hero shooter genre was fucking dead. Like, dead. And then Marvel Rivals came out and showed that, what if we didn't do all the same shit that everyone else is doing? And they fucking crushed. So, like, I think people want depth, people want like they want weird, they want strange, they want like something that doesn't look like it's the same fucking thing that we've seen 1,000 times, you know. Reboot, scalebound, all that stuff. All right, was it style on? Is this someone just nuking somebody? Oh, this is ready or not. Please. What the fuck you think this is, huh? What the fuck you think? What the fuck? That guy's a witch.
Hey.
What? That game is crazy. This game also has a VR mode, but you have to have a NASA computer to run it. That's crazy. First of all, that guy decided, like, fine, I'll do it myself. Fucking Cat's comments, styled on. Is that a styled on? Okay, dude, miss. You fucking dodge 7 bullets, like, fucking fine. Spins around, boom. Crazy. What are you taking a tour of? Why are you taking a tour of the roof?
Lone Syndicate said that guy was like, no one gets to kill me. But me. I respect that.
POV, you're Spider-Man. So you're playing... I can't read. You're playing the PS1 Spider-Man game, and Tobey Maguire is giving the most insane voice acting of his career.
Saved my life.
Don't worry about it, lady. I gotta go.
Wait, before you go, I lost my purse on one of the rooftops around here.
On a different rooftop?
Yes.
Different from this one?
Yes.
It's just that, I didn't know Tobey Maguire the guy from the Spider-Man game.
Are you serious?
I'm not sure if anyone's a freak like me, but like I
gotta go.
I can't help it.
Wait.
Whenever I see a mirror, a part of me, there's a person behind it. There's a person in there with them. I always gotta check the environment. That's a random girlfriend, maybe. God, I hope your girl's watching you do some weird shit like this. What a weird guy. What a weird guy. So many questions. We got one from Bothi. Hit me, Bothi. Ooh, and just like that, totally fine. Merely a flesh wound. All right. What did it say? When you stay calm through everything, but he suddenly makes it serious. It's just a butter knife. The twisting is so cool. You can palm it too. It's kind of a fun thing you do. Yeah, there it is. You did it. Boom. At this point, you have to realize you should run. This is a Wolverine situation. Punch him. Solid, honestly, not a bad guy. I thought I would have sufficed. Maybe this is why. Maces are king, guys. All right, maces also spears, because spears can have get to the end of it, create a massive lever, massively multiplies your force. Anyways, you might break the tip of the spear there. Anyways, but yes, that way that's just fucking clear force. You know, just chopping people up. I think even Wolverine would get fucking late. I can now because he's adamantium, so he's heavy as shit. So never mind. Wolverine, they thought him through. But anyways, we got time for one more. But let me put eyes on this one. Do we have one up here, or did I pass them all? Did we check them all off the list? We maybe did. We're so efficient and effective. We checked that one out. The beer one. I think we're good. I think we cleaned house today. Chainsaw Man edit. I want to watch it, but we're so close to letting the DMCA claim on our channel die. All right.
McFlufferkin said, speaking of Wolverine, he, Magic and Danger, robot embodiment of the Danger Room, have been confirmed for Marvel ToeCon. Launch roster is going to have 20 characters and releases 4 days after my B-Day. I don't know if we should check that out. I worry that YouTube will perceive that one as risque. Too risky. Is this one any better?
I'll wait for you like a faithful guard.
This is acceptable. All right. Last thing we're checking out is Loans
Catman
Nikita's
11,234 said, I gotta repost some of the stuff we've missed over the months now that we have the eyes system.
Yes. Oh, I can also scroll up eventually. I probably will scroll up eventually. You guys gotta let me know, like, Grin, you missed some at the top. And I'm like, right. I'll forget and I'll just go. I always, like, yeah, I don't know. It's probably, I don't want to miss anything you guys said. But, like, sometimes it's not bad to have a second pass. To be like, all right, we're starting here again, going down. Oh, my body. Do I have sweaty? Yeah, I do. And I'm sick. I'm sick. All right. Also, what are the timing that we get a Gara situation?
Your dog, aren't I awesome?
Did she say guard dog?
You like a faithful guard dog, aren't I awesome?
She's a weird king. Also, what's with this? This is out of all the creatures.
McFlufferkins said. Also, we got the shorts teaser for Nangong Yu. She's our first Ether Stunner.
Oh, we did. Like in the... is it posted in the thing? In the chat? I might check it out. But I don't know why this weird fucking pink thing is such a fad. It's so weird. I find it very mid. But anyways. Go with a panda or like a puppy or pug or something.
I get sleepy if I have too much sugar.
Sorry, it's loud. Or it's too fast.
I get sleepy if I have too much sugar. Want to eat some ice cream and take a nap
with me? Check this out. Yeah, she has the weird fucking like scrub daddy thing. Although the proportions and this spinal alignment is absolutely heinous. Why is she wearing such a baggy shirt? Anyways, is that all of them? There's one more. Oh, this one looks crazy. One more. I think we've seen some of these. I don't think we've seen all of them. Oh yeah, I think we've seen this one. This one was my favorite. No reason. No reason whatsoever. Oh, this one's kind of neat too. I just don't like the little salamander thing. Anyways, let us see. In the disease tab, is it posted there? The disease tab is it maybe? Is this allowed? Probably.
Sorry, manager. Letting you see things this chaotic is totally my failure as the leader of Angels of the Roof.
Oh, she's the leader.
How about this? Manager, why don't you...
I cannot watch it in 2 FPS. Or I cannot watch it in full screen. Feels bad.
Sorry, managers. Letting you see things this chaotic
she does have a mace, though.
As the leader of Angels of the Roof. How about this? Manager.
Is it a mace or is it a... Oh, no, it's a dual mace. Oh, my God. She has 2 fucking maces, dude. That's kind of cool. But she's a stunner. But that's kind of a good thing. Shit.
Why don't you be our temporary agent?
Who does she work with? Is she probably only works with other Angels of Delusion. I don't got a wish on her because of that and stuff like that. Also, what's with the giganto heels? Anyways, gang.
McFlufferkins said, if the early leaks are true, not just a mace, but a pair of flails.
Oh, they become fucking chains? That's epic. That is pretty cool. My body. Oh, ladies and gentlemen. That was a stream and a half, and I appreciate y'all, especially letting me ramble about things I've been thinking about recently. I shouldn't say I haven't committed, but yeah, the whole model thing situation and possibly uploading on this channel again, content-wise.
Lone Syndicate said, hell, yeah, we got the leader Delulu. I can wait for Nangong, and she will apparently be a stunner that meant for anomaly agents.
Ooh. She's a stunner, but did she work with anybody else? Also, I hate that it's gonna stutter. It's fine. But yeah, I haven't thought about it through. Again, I still need to I spent like $300 today, or not today, a couple weeks, like a couple days ago, buying the like airbrush and the paints and all that stuff, so I can start getting reps, and start developing that skill. Also, shout out to Kat he sent me like a bunch of like painting tutorials. I still haven't watched, but I have them like in the Discord for like whenever I get to time. Also, you can grow zombies in this game. It's a weird thing. But this once again, we'll be playing this on Thursday. So if at some point in this stream or this week you can't make it to the stream, we'll be playing this next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, probably for the entire week. We might have our hangout stream. We'll see. We might just hard commit to this. So I know it's a short game, but I don't know if it's that short. I think we still might need to hard focus on it and stuff like that. But yes. Also yes.
Fluffington said. So are we on for Taco Tuesday?
Yes. Just remind me on Sunday.
Catman11234 said Zumi Keto is one of the best painting YouTubers out there for new painters.
Yes, there's a ton of people, but it's kind of interesting, Kat, because like I find personally that like fundamentals, like at least in like all the last like month that I've learned about a lot of stuff, is it's so important to just do something. Like if you've never done ads, just do ads. Like make an ad and then try, like learn the systems and just like upload a shitty ad, whatever it is. If you've never done like YouTube videos, just make a shitty YouTube video, just like do it, because it gives context to all the like tutorials and books and stuff you could read about learning up on it. But for me, when it comes to like that kind of stuff, I find fundamental knowledge is so good. So like even just understanding the concept of like layers and like dark high points and low high points, and then like the fact that layers can be faded and they can create dimension and all that stuff, like that to me is such a nice way to think about something, because it kind of is like a fundamental premise that can apply to all of these other techniques. And honestly, all these other techniques are just a variable of that, you know. And then there's like dry brushing, which is kind of like a fundamental of like the highlighting essentially, and all those things. And then there's like there's washes, which are basically like adding this like very, very small, inconsistent layering to different crevices and cracks and texture and stuff like that. Anyways, so like I've been learning a lot about that stuff, but to me, I always find I gravitate to fundamental stuff, and I'm wondering if the ones you sent me are that. I hope so, probably. I don't know if I really want. Well, I don't know. I probably want everything. I probably want to take as much as possible and do it at the same time. It's probably my main plan. Also, this game looks so cool. We got like fucking 2 double spear knives and giant techno fists. Anyway, sorry for it lagging like this. I gotta fucking fix my thing. It constantly breaks whenever I do full screen mode. I probably should look into why instead of just being like, it fixes itself sometimes. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I hope I can see you tomorrow. We'll be streaming at the same time we did today, 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. We'll be streaming Hytale, and then the next day, honestly, Sunday was kind of a flex day. I don't know, or not Sunday, sorry, Saturday. It's kind of a flex day. I'm not sure. We might stream some Hytale again. We might stream something else. Z's Wither Waves, who knows? I don't think we'll do with Remio though. I think we'll wait till Thursday to start that journey. Also, that's what happens when you die. Your face melts. Pseudo51, never change. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, hope I can see you once again tomorrow. Appreciate you guys spending so much time with me and letting me ramble about my week and the various frustrations that encompassed it. Thank you kindly for your time. Wait a minute. Shit, I forgot. I almost forgot. Fluff is probably streaming, and we're going to go raid Fluff. I don't know if we have time to raid Fluff on Twitch, but it's fine. We're dead over Twitch anyway. There's no one going over there from Twitch anyway. So, yeah. But just find Fluff's thing. I wish it just auto did it. Instead, it's kind of fucking, you can link it in the thing, and it's a son of a bitch. Anyways, this, where's the damn thing? Edit that. Go to settings. Boppity boopity. Customize, scroll down, paste, boom. Good. All right, gang. Hope I can see you tomorrow. Thank you for your time. Enjoy the rest of your night, day, or morning. And goodbye for now, my friends.